Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Stardom X Stardom 2022 live reactions. It's so much easier to just call it Stardom X Stardom than having to say like Stardom Dream Queendom or Stardom, whatever the name of the pay-per-view is, because the name of the company is just in the name of the pay-per-view. It's so easy. It's unbelievable. And we're starting the show out with Miyu Amasaki challenging Hanan for the future of Stardom Championship. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, I could legitimately see Miyu win this. And I don't know how they would handle the Aoi match then on New Blood on Friday. I don't know if they would add Miyu to it, make it a triple threat for the title, or if they would just have it be Hanan versus Aoi with no title on the line, or if they would pull Hanan out of it and have it be Miyu versus Aoi for the future title. I legitimately don't know, but I could honestly see Miyu winning this thing. How do you feel, John?
Partner, I agree with your analysis wholeheartedly. To me, this is a very interesting contrast. And to be quite honest, when you look at Stardom as a whole, I think the future of Stardom Championship is one of the more compelling championships that's active right now because of Hanan. I think she's been a tremendous champion. I think she's definitely been battle tested. And that's what I think this contrast is for me. So to answer your question directly, yes. But just to kind of add my own analysis to the table, I really do think this is a contrast between Hanan, who feels like she's had to fight for every inch, versus Miyu Amasaki, which, I mean, I know you and I are fans of her and we love her. But, you know, I think if anyone were to use the word privileged with Amasaki, it wouldn't be completely unfounded.
Yeah.
The people she's been able to get in the ring with, the opportunities that she's been afforded. And I think Hanan takes offense to that. So is Miyu capable of beating Hanan? Absolutely. I'm a big believer in the cliche that anybody can beat anybody on any given night. And especially when you're as talented as Amasaki is. But do I think Hanan's got something to prove and axe to grind in the face of Amasaki's perceived privilege? Absolutely. And I think that could be the determining factor here tonight.
Do you remember last year in the springtime-ish when Stardom announced that they were doing basically like a talent search?
Yes.
Miyu is the result of that. I actually just found that out recently.
Very interesting. So
that's why they're getting so much behind her, because she was the first product of that talent search, and they're doing the talent search again. So they want to be able to show like, hey, come try and become a Stardom superstar. You'll be pushed like this.
Yes. Excellent point. Bell. Drop kick.
Good call, man. Oh shit, you're ahead of me. Pause.
Oh, okay.
I haven't heard a bell yet, and I haven't seen a drop kick yet. So whatever signpost you want, man. I just heard the bell and saw the drop kick. Another drop kick. Forearm. Irish whip.
Hanan. Someone shows the handspring back elbow.
Okay. Handspring back elbow. Got it. Pulling her out off the ropes. Hanan with a nice judo throw. That had some snap.
Okay, we're good. Yeah, it definitely did. Like I said, partner, look, you know me. I'm the more cliched commentator between the two of us. I always like to, you know, go for the intangibles and stuff. I think Hanan, the intangible here is just pride. I think she has so much to prove. I don't think she wants Amasaki to just come in and get her first championship so easily. And not to say that Amasaki's had an easy path. I mean, she has been put through it by Stardom's best. But I think Hanan has a bit of a grievance here.
Oh, shit. She's going for the pin. But no, Hanan escapes. Hanan might be thinking knee bar. Miyu escapes. Okay. Miyu with a drop kick to the knee. That's interesting.
Could be to weaken that leg for when she sets up for that
pin again. No. A fucking calf slicer. That is interesting. Wow.
This is another reason why I love future matches, because I don't know if it's just me coming in with this observation / perception, but I do feel like in some future matches we'll see contenders workshop new stuff just in the hopes of getting the title.
That is a really well locked in calf slicer.
And I'm definitely feeling the pain here.
To Miyu for that, for sure. By the way, I'm so glad you brought back up the future scene, because I wanted to say, when you were talking about how well Hanan has done at making the future title feel important, in my opinion, the future of Stardom title is the second most interesting title in the company, behind only the Wonder.
I would agree completely with your assessment, and at times, and I do want to stress at times, I would even say it is the most compelling championship. Oh, Miyu, little rough on that tornado DDT there, but she was able to finish it.
She kind of wasn't able to get it off the first time. I think it's more on Hanan there for not really knowing how to take it correctly. Is she going to go for it again? Yeah, she is. And she got it perfectly that time. That looked beautiful. Hey, you know what? Props for the perseverance, at least.
And you know what? The only reason I'm cool with them running that spot back is you can easily make the argument that she got some effect on the first one, but she really wanted to spike her on the second one. Because both DDTs, for all intents and purposes, connected. And now Miyu Maybe looking for that pile driver.
Driller. If she hits that, this match might be over.
We've seen a lot of people kick out, but they have been of a higher power level in my mind than Hanan.
Exactly.
Body. Partner, a little bit of a weird question I want to field to you. Do you think Hanan's recent match experience in the 5-star could aid her in this, given that she's been facing people the caliber of
100%. Yeah, I think Hanan is leveling up at an alarming rate right now.
And that could be problems for Amasaki. Oh, Amasaki.
I could legitimately see Hanan beating someone the level of like an Unagi in the 5-star when it comes down to it.
Absolutely. What a spike on that DDT. Amasaki's definitely been focusing on the head and neck. What were you going to say, partner?
Just the fight that she's been putting up against legitimate main event level performers has been very impressive. Also, I want to take a break from commentary here to say thank you to Galatea. She said that she was coming in for support. So thank you very much to Galatea. Also, Abel and DBK were both here earlier. I don't know if either of them are still around.
That is like part of the core TwitWow fam in my mind. So it's wonderful to have all of you.
Look at this Miyu going back
to that knee
this
bar.
time to a knee bar. Well, the calf slicer isn't really going to do much damage to the knee, but now she is working on the knee with his knee bar. And DBK is still here. That's great to see. Hi, DBK.
And I think it's so smart. Look, I say this all the time about any competitor that, works this appendage in a match. You take away a wheel of somebody, especially somebody like Hanan who needs to plant and be able to bridge for things like the Hanan special and the backdrop driver. If you don't have that leg strength, it becomes a lot harder to do. And she does get there again, but
so
I think it's
less. For those of you that aren't super well tuned into submission wrestling, that knee bar is basically hyperextending the knee cap and the knee joint and all of the tendons and all of the ligaments that connect the knee to the muscles in the legs.
Great analysis, partner. Oh,
she got it. It didn't look great, but she did get it. And kick out by Hanan. That was close. Good for Hanan. Good for Hanan.
And I do have to wonder, at the risk of being too conjectural here, I do have to wonder if she was able to kick out because she's used to the head trauma and stuff with the recent matches with Momo and Mayu. I mean, Mayu kicked her in the back of the fucking head in their 5-star matchup. So
that is true. I mean, it's fucked up, but it's true.
Yeah. Those are the worst kind of fucked up things, the ones you can't even invalidate. Another forearm there by Amasaki. Let's get off the ropes.
Special. Oh, but she couldn't bridge it.
She couldn't bridge it, and that could have been a difference maker there, because now it's just like a release fall away slam. I think what makes it a non-special is that bridging component. And she got it.
For it. Miyu kind of didn't do too great there. These two don't have very good chemistry. It's sad.
I was about to say the same thing. Which is funny because
lights, but the kick out.
Yeah, because I was about to say, like, on paper, you would think that this would be a banger. Because again, like, Miyu does have a lot of like natural ability, and Hanan's gotten so good, but it's definitely an off night for both of them.
I don't know if I'd say it's an off night. I think it's more just like I said, like a lack of chemistry.
And backdrop driver, no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, Miyu, what?
She got a pin. Bridge. 2.
That's how she did her last time.
She kicked out. Good job, Hanan. Good job.
Hanan can't even believe it. She doesn't even know what the hell happened. I barely know what happened. Intercepted here.
Oh, wow.
STO.
That looked great.
Going for that famous sir again.
Very nice.
That time she got all of it.
Yeah, the famous sir. I said leg drop, but it was a famous sir.
No.
It's not her finisher. We shouldn't expect that to get any wins.
Yeah, she needs to go for that backdrop driver again, in my mind. But not before a knee strike.
Wow.
Oof.
That looked great.
Flush on the jaw. And now I think it's backdrop driver time. Is it?
No, it's a non-special.
Oh,
that's going to do it. There it is.
Damn.
Not a great match, but a great defense by Hanan.
Yeah, another one. Another one in the books.
Exactly.
And now we look to New Blood 4. We'll should be defending it against Aoi. So
that'll be a very, very interesting defense on Friday.
If Hanan gets through that, man, we really have to start talking about her being, because that even says, right, her 9th defense just now.
Yep.
If she gets through Aoi, we really have to start talking about her, and I think we can have that conversation now and not have it be out of place about her being one of the greatest future champions ever. Because, like, she is really putting
I do think that it's let me put it this way. I think she already is the greatest future of Stardom champion of all time, simply for the fact that she is rivaling Utami in reign length while having significantly more defenses in that amount of time.
Yes. I think you put it beautifully, partner. I definitely agree with you there. I'm still looking forward to hopefully an Inaba rematch one of these days, but you
I
know,
honestly, I think if Inaba signs on the dotted line with Bushi Road and actually signs the Stardom full-time contract, she will dethrone Hanan.
yeah, because I mean, Hanan hasn't beaten Inaba. That was a draw.
Oh, I don't know. Is Inaba even going to be eligible for very long? No, she won't be very long. Let me look up Tomoka's exact debut date because she debuted in 2019,
Ah,
which just immediately tells you that she's closing in on the end of that 3 year mark. Uh, oh, dude, yeah, no, she's already ineligible. She can't challenge for the future of Stardom title anymore. Her 3 years ended in July.
then I'm still hoping that maybe she will one day sign on the dotted line with Stardom, and if Hanan wins another championship, whether it be like Goddess or even just another singles title like Wonder, that Inaba would get a match with her one of those days for that hardware because
Yeah,
I just need to see her in the ring again.
yeah. Interestingly enough, Aoi actually has much less experience. Aoi is barely over 1 year wrestling. She debuted May 3rd of 2021.
Yeah.
She didn't even have a proper name back then. She was known as Trainee A.
Oh wow.
Trainee A versus Misa Kagura went to a 5 minute time limit draw. And then in her second match, she got her proper name Aoi versus Taka Michinoku in another 5 minute time limit draw. And then she finally got to wrestle a real match that she actually won against Kagura. And she actually started her career on a little bit of a winning streak. She uh, she did a pretty good job. She did a really good job actually. What was her first singles loss was to Inaba 4 months after her debut. So she had a basically a 4 month undefeated streak.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Wild, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, not the best future defense in terms of match quality, but they did fix the hiccups believably enough that they did have, and maybe a rematch they'd get a little bit more chemistry with each other. But I am looking forward, yeah, to that Owie defense on Friday, and yeah, there it is, your future champion.
Absolutely.
Telling you guys, if you guys are fans of Hanan, it's been we've been eating good as of late, us Hanan fans, because she's having a great reign as champion. She's giving it her all in the 5 star. It's just life's good, good shit.
Absolutely. 100%.
You see the show of respect.
Wait, show of respect. What?
Well, because she's kind of hugging Amasaki there. I was going to ask you because I know that the player switched over for me and it was just
Oh,
replaying the final minutes of this.
I'm seeing the switch
Did it not for
now.
you?
I didn't see the switch when you mentioned it.
Okay,
Okay, now I'm switched. And
okay,
casting perfectly beautiful. You
excellent.
really do love to see it.
I had a slight buffer there.
Bro,
Hmm.
this is how fucking synchronized you and I are. We were both about to say completely different things. There's no ESPN as far as the content of what we were about to say, but we were about to say those two different things with the exact same like vocal rhythm. Because I was literally about to say it's a bit of a shame that we can only get to 720p on this player, and then you said that in the exact same tone that I was going to say that in.
Amazing.
What the fuck are we?
You know, if I contemplate it for too long, the more realistic possibilities kind of horrify me.
Oh my god.
I feel like we share symbiosis with a much more menacing organism, but that's just, you know, that's just the
Oh
dark corner of my.
no! Symbiosis!
It's the sequel I never knew I needed.
Oh, wowzers. okay. We've got a match about to happen, I think. I really hope that I'm right about
Listen, I
this.
was gonna gather myself. You were pouring yourself a bowl of giggles too, mister.
I am, you know what? No. You're being detained.
Oh my god, I knew it!
No, you didn't.
Okay, be hurtful. That's an interesting choice.
Looks like they're advertising a Miyu photo book, maybe it looks like?
It's funny that you were like, "Oh, she's such a precious baby, and I love her when she doesn't have a profile in Cage Match," and they're already making her a photo book.
Yeah, well, I mean, she is an adult in Japan.
Yeah,
She turns 20 in April, so that's considered an adult in Japan.
people on the internet not knowing Joshi wrestlers' ages because somebody in the chat we were watching this is like, "Miu is 13. Stop sexualizing her."
That's headcanon for sure. He knows how old she is. We literally saw the birth date show up on like the nameplate when they came out.
God,
That's funny though. That's hilarious that he's just like
I
she's
feel like
13.
Stardom.
Stop this! I can't. My brain can't handle it.
I feel like Stardom has positively corrupted me, which I know other people would be
Oh,
like, "You mean rehabilitated?" And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." But like, I would prefer, like a violin concert over a photo book. It just really warmed my heart seeing her play that instrument.
true, true. Yeah, I would definitely not use the word corrupted for this, but I do understand what you're trying to say, even if it's weird as fuck the way you're trying to say it.
Wow. I appreciate the support with just an odd amount of pushback, but yeah, no, it's duly noted.
Right, 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 right,
Cool, 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 cool,
right,
cool.
right.
Indeed.
Uh,
So, let's get to that next match, huh?
Hina's coming out.
You're ahead of me, sir. I just saw the graphic.
I was reacting to the graphic too, so I don't know.
Oh, Micah, are you ever gonna be Kumaika again?
Where's
Probably
Micah? What
not.
do you mean Micah? Where the fuck is Micah that we're talking about her?
I, I was just asking a question because she was on the graphic because she's facing Hina, even though Hina's making her entrance first, which I'm just now seeing.
Oh,
But
right. Yeah. Do you know why that is?
why is that?
Because we were gonna have a My Hime tag team match on this card, but Himeka got promoted and now Micah got demoted. Oh no,
Well, Micah is learning how it feels to be Himeka for once, and Himeka is learning what it's like to be Micah. That must be really nice.
bro, you dropping facts over here. I almost said Unagi. Kirby's not gonna be happy with you.
Let him.
No facts allowed with him. Only fantasies.
Yeah, reading Rainbow.
Just to
Hello,
be clear,
Hina.
everyone, John's not even high right now. That was yesterday. Or no, 2 days ago, right?
Yeah, 2 days ago, yes, I think it's accurate.
Yeah. Good lord.
Hina just prepared for this match with the fiercest study group of all time.
She's so studious.
She is. God, Queen's Quest under her leadership would have been interesting as fuck. They could have shot vignettes and everything of them like studying their opponents.
Oh my god. You know,
Kamihani, what do you know about
the
like,
best thing about you being on your bullshit right now is that I know that you're actually being sincere.
yeah. Here comes Micah with that badass samurai theme.
Is that how you interpret it?
I mean, I would hope so, given that I just said it. I mean, yeah, kind of.
Wowzers. Can't say I agree, but to each his own.
We've been having a lot of healthy disagreement tonight. I would be worried if I didn't think that it was so good long term for the relationship.
I mean, our faces, right?
Right?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Totes.
My goats.
All the goats you want, friendo.
Oh my god.
A random little thing that I was doing yesterday while engines are happening. I was watching one of my favorite characters on Hey Arnold. I was watching a compilation of curly clips
Curly. Which one is Curly?
where he wears the glasses and he's like very clearly like they're standing for the insane character. God, I wish he had like a signature line or something, but he was always so weird. And I actually forgot about one of his bits where he's like, I think, because I guess they're coming up with a plan to deal with some issue. Again, they're just clips, so you kind of miss a lot of context. And he's like, I think we should paint ourselves in tiger stripes and free all the animals at the zoo. Everybody's just looking at him with like their best what the fuck face. And then Elga comes in with, all right, Curly, we'll see you in an hour. And he just is so happy. He fucking cackles about it down the street. And then the episode, when it ends, it cuts to him riding on a giraffe and painted in the tiger stripes. He's like, woo, free all the animals. And I'm like, that's just such a mood. Just
Bro,
such a
is
mood.
he the one that looks like a male version of Rhonda?
Yes.
I know
Yes.
exactly who you're talking about then. Yeah, he was always a spazoid.
Sometimes they took the humor with him a little too far, like Bell, and it didn't age well. Because
Right, a
there
lot
was
of it
one
does. I
scene
will
I think
admit,
where
even in hindsight, I feel like a lot of it would probably come off as ableist.
not even ableist. I mean, you could be right. I didn't get that vibe in the compilation clips I watched. Definite incel energy though, since we were kind of talking about that
Really?
earlier before we went
See,
live.
and I more
Yeah,
got the
because
vibe that like he was painted as autistic.
that's interesting. That's really interesting. Like, because I never got that vibe, but there's like one episode where he's crushing on Rhonda, the rich girl in the show,
Right.
and like they have this scene. I guess again, a lot of context, and it's been years since I've watched the show, but like he must have helped her with something, and she's like, "Oh, I guess like your weird behavior is just showing that you really care." Again, that's one part that doesn't age well. And then she's like, "And you know, you're a pretty okay guy." And then he immediately responds with, "Does that mean you'll give me a lock of your hair to keep under my pillow?" And she's like, "Ew, gross." And he's like, "Is it, or does it thrill you?" And then he chases her while laughing maniacally to end the episode. Like that's one thing where I was watching that back and I'm like, Das Oof. What a shoulder by Micah.
Oh, look at the armbar by Hina. Wow.
Galatea is saying the gold on her robe just tells me Micah would look great with a huge gold belt. You know, Galatea, I think the world looks great with your personality a part of it.
World looks
Fucking
great, is what
amazing.
you said there?
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, you did kind of have this weird thing where like you cut out, but then like you came back where it left off, but then you like played it like fast forwarded speed to catch up to where real time actually is.
Technology is amazing.
It's fucking weird, man. Let me tell you.
It is.
Oh,
You know, really thinking about that armbar.
I am so happy you agreed with me.
Not only did I agree with you, let's be crystal fucking clear. I agreed with you enthusiastically. Like bonus
Yeah,
points.
yeah, for sure. Massive
By
Octoro.
the way, I've got a spinning one. I'm guessing you didn't, because I feel like you would
Well,
have
no,
said
yeah,
something.
no. Your internet's absolutely taking a shit right now. You're robotic as hell.
That's fantastic. I love that for the group.
My favorite time, personally, for the internet to take a dump is at 3:50 a.m. when literally nobody else could possibly be using it.
I know.
Now you're back.
That just. Oh, well, maybe I should just refresh then if I'm back.
At least it seems like you're back. You had a little bit of like a weird robotic thing there. Oh wow, Micah was thinking about Sazanka, but Hina did a great job of reversing and doing an STO there.
Yeah, Hina said Cezanne, nah. I know.
Okay.
picking Micah up there.
Maybe a little too much of a stretch there, but
You know what? Fair. That was fair.
yeah,
And
I thought so at least.
power slam by Micah.
Okay, you're ahead of me now. That's okay though. You can signpost my face.
I do apologize, sir, but when you said I was back, I thought the best course of action would be refreshing media.
No, I agree. That was the best course of action, and you did it, and it worked out exactly the way we wanted it to in a situation where you're no longer like 30 seconds behind me because of your spinning wheel. And there's Sazanka, but is that going to be enough? Probably the
Tell
third
me when
one.
Hina kicks out.
Kick out.
Perfect.
Shoulder up.
Oh, I love the pull they've got here. Who you got? Big Mike, a 15-year-old girl. That 15-year-old girl has a name. Thanks.
Oh
Oh,
wait,
oh.
I
Speaking
kind of
of,
love Big Mike as a nickname for Micah. That's amazing. Kick out.
oh, that would have been amazing if Hina won there. It'd been the biggest win of her career by far.
Bro, I'm using Big Mike from now on.
Yeah. Oh, Cradle. Oh my God. Please.
Nope, she's
Oh. If I had
Listen to
any
you.
nitpick system.
Listen to you. John, 2
Yeah.
years ago, I love everyone on the Stardom roster except for Saya, Ida, and Hina. John today, oh, I hope Hina beats Micah.
I mean, she's definitely improved, and I'm getting a spinning wheel again.
No.
I just wasn't meant to
Enka,
have fun or enjoy life. Oh,
Enka, Otoshi.
okay.
Is
I'm just about to
that
see
it?
her hit it. Or,
That's it. Match.
yep, just saw her hit it, and one,
Son of a
two,
biscuit.
three. That is my one nitpick of Stardom, as I'm hiccuping all to hell. Is that I really wish they would do upsets more, and like they don't do them nearly enough for my personal liking.
That's interesting because I feel like we've gotten quite a few upsets over the course of the 5 star so far.
That's fair. Mainly Mirai beating Mayu and Mina beating Momo. I feel like are like the biggest upsets they've been
And
doing.
Hazuki beating Julia.
You know what though, man? Hazuki, I
Listen,
didn't really
man,
regard. Like I was surprised.
she wasn't 5-0 when she did that. It was before she went on her current run.
That's true, but she's also been like showing how resilient she is in Goddess's title matches, and we already know about Julia's weakness to flash pit. Which, granted, though, the big thing is she didn't even beat Julia with a flash pit; she
Yeah,
just
no, she
dominated her
just
ass at the end.
beat her ass.
Did like Hazuki have a short stint in a prison or something that we didn't know about? And she's like, "Okay, now I'm ready."
Oh, I don't want to think about that. What the hell?
I do. I have issues. Let me have my issues. I'm gonna refresh media again. It's not gonna help though.
Yeah, that's right. Who did Azumi beat? Himeka. Azumi beat Himeka. That's an upset.
And she beat Tam, and I would
And
definitely consider
Tam.
that
That's
an
another
upset.
upset. Yeah, see? Yeah, upsets are happening. 3-way tag match.
Okay, so maybe I wish they would spread the upsets a bit more rather than just localizing them to like one time of the year in the 5 star, and then like it'd be nice if once in a while like a Hina could beat a Himeka or excuse me a Micah, and oh my God, is this just gonna be untenable for me?
I
I need
think
to do a speed test.
I think the biggest issue with what you're saying right now specifically is that one of the two people you're talking about is a literal teenager, and I think that Stardom has become very stringent on not letting teenagers beat adults.
And I suppose
I mean, there are
I
some
suppose
rare exceptions, but they're rare and they're exceptions. They're not like a normal thing.
yeah. Can I lower the quality on this by any chance? No, I cannot.
I wish you didn't have to.
Ah, no, my internet sucks right now, dude. Like,
I know, and
it's
I hate
really
it so
bad.
much. How the fuck is your internet tanking at almost 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning when your family isn't even awake, much less using the internet to stream or anything?
Because, friend, if there's anything you can count on with TDS, it's consistency.
Yeah, consistency of suckitude.
Nice word, friend. Appreciate the effort. But you know what? I'm in such a good mood tonight. Normally, I'd freak out, be annoyed that I can't fully participate. And don't get me wrong, I'm missing out on that sweet, sweet Stardom content. But you can still hear me enough, and I'm guessing our audience can still hear me well enough, that
Yeah,
I'm just going to vibe with you guys and I'm going to keep trying to resolve this. Obviously, I don't want to
Yeah.
leave you in the lurches, but I'm
Yeah.
kind of powerless, so I'm not going to,
Yeah. There's no reason to be like up in arms. I mean, you should be up in arms over your service, but there's no reason to like freak out right now in the moment, just because the show's happening. It's like, you know, I'm sure your internet will be back.
Yeah, I'm trying to not give things so much power these days. It's a slow work in
Hey,
progress,
that's
but one
healthy as
nonetheless.
fuck, and I'm proud of your face.
I'm proud to know your face and to have its presence within my face.
I mean, well, maybe not within. Maybe let's rephrase that a little bit, but I agree for the most part.
I mean, I'll do it for your comfort, but I was perfectly comfortable where I took it in the first place. That's I feel it.
No, yeah, that's
Feel it in
just
my
a weird
bones.
boundary thing with me. I think it's a me
No,
problem, not
that's
a you problem.
and let me just affirm, rather than being toxic, that that's a completely healthy and valid response. Totally noted. Let's see. Yeah, Ashton is right about that. It's why outside the 5-star odds, me and Kid waited years to not job to adults 1v1. Yeah, Ashton definitely made a salient point. I definitely concede to it. It's not necessarily something on Stardom's half that I agree with personally.
Bro, how over is Mirai right now?
Dude, I've been saying, man. I've been saying. Dude, she is gonna fucking blow up if she hasn't already. Like, I just
Bro.
feel like they're gonna be so behind her first title win. What
Dude,
the
here's
fuck?
the thing. She was literally Shuri's first defense. What if she's the actual person to take the title off Shuri?
That would really be something, man. And at this point, with how over she is, I can't even scoff at that.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I'm
like
saying.
it's wild, dude. Like, honest question, since probably you still hear me enough, and we can at least still converse, so I'm at least still able to create content with you in some capacity.
Hmm.
Like, obviously, there have been people as over as Mirai in Stardom, but like, is she the most over person in the company right now? Possibly, because she seems really fucking over to me. I don't know. Like, I think there are a lot of people respected in Stardom, but like over like Mirai is a bit debatable from where I sit.
I think so.
You know what, Galakaya? That's also a valid point. A teenager is viewed as more likely to change her mind and leave wrestling altogether, so Stardom isn't going to commit to an unsure thing.
Yep.
You know, by the time
Yeah.
they're 20, they're like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Then yeah, let's get down to business.
Yeah, like on the roster right now, I think the only teenager that has gotten wins over adults is Hanan.
And I think it's just because Hanan has really made it clear, like her commitment is to wrestling.
I don't even know about that. Like, there's still a chance that she could leave for college. We don't know. But, like, she's very clearly someone that they are heavily invested in as far as being the future of the company goes.
For sure.
Okay, it wouldn't surprise me if they, like, blackmailed her to keep her in the company. Like, oh, yeah, you could go to college. Be a shame what would happen to your sisters then.
Jesus Christ. I wish I could be more horrified, but it's actually I could be because it's so believable.
I don't mean any, like, damage or pain or anything. Just the complete de-push.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. That's dark though, because we've had serious conversations about like Japanese work culture
Yeah,
and like the hierarchy in that culture and
oh,
everything.
yeah,
So
for
like
sure.
it just maps on very neatly to how Stardom operates. A little too neatly.
DBK thinks Mirai's theme song is more over than Mirai herself.
You know, TPK, I don't want to be completely uncharitable to that argument, but no, like I don't think so. I think her theme is over. Like I play it a lot. I know it's over with me, but I also just feel like there are people that find something endearing about her. I
I
think
think
she's got that
she
fighting
is
spirit.
very over. I think her theme is very over, but I think that she's over separate from her theme. I think the clap is over for sure, but I don't think the clap gets over if it wasn't for her getting over.
Exactly.
I feel like so many
Especially
people
because
are
they
so like frustrated with Mirai's push that like what DBK just did, they're looking for excuses to invalidate how over she is.
I've never gotten that in wrestling, man. Like, I'm not even gonna say that I've never been guilty of it because I'm sure in my long history of watching, like, I've done it. I'm almost certain of it.
Right.
But like at this point in time, with us having done this podcast so long and trying to take kind of a detached view in a way, just to kind of produce the kind of English commentary and stuff, I don't get it, man. I feel like Mirai has earned everything she's gotten. Maybe the World of Stardom title match happened a bit too quickly because it was like, the first thing she fucking did after, the
But
debut
you
with
know what
Julia and
though?
stuff. Just
You're right. You're right that she got the world title shot too early. And that might have soured people on her, but in my mind, it was also the perfect showcase of who she could be if she lives up to her potential. Because we saw so much from her in that one match that was like a month after her debut that it was like, oh my god, it's like we got a window into the future. Like this woman has main eventer written all over her, and she was in the main event of that show. And it was a show that Julia was in the undercard trying to earn a world title shot, and Mirai did not feel out of place in the main event on that show.
no, she didn't. And the thing is, she lost the match. Like,
Yeah.
people need to like simmer down. Like, she had a great match with Shuri, and she lost. She put Shuri over, and I think she put her over amazingly because she gave her a hell of a fight, which made Shuri look fantastic. So just to get back to the match for a second, just because I don't think I've gotten the spinning wheel for a few moments, even though my speeds are still very questionable. What are you seeing right now?
Julia writhing on the floor in pain. Now we're seeing I almost said Tekla because they're talking about Tekla in chat. Rina and Ruaka just got Sakurai back in the ring, and now they're going in there to go after her.
Interesting. Okay, because for me, I'm seeing Sore on the floor, and now Sakurai is going to Irish whip Rina. And then, yeah, there. Okay, yeah, Sakurai and Julia just collided, and there's Julia writhing on the floor. So I was
Okay, so
indeed
I'm
behind.
ahead of you. Okay. Do you want to maybe try
Yes.
refreshing your media and seeing if you catch up to me that way?
I can do that, and I think it's good to do that just to see something because I've been stable. I just hope this doesn't
Okay.
make me lose my stability. And Sakurai just kicked out there after I refreshed. That was the first thing I saw, and stomped there by
Was it
Rina.
Rena that was pinning her?
Yes.
Okay, so you're just a few seconds ahead of me now.
Okay. Trying to
You
signpost.
can
I
definitely
think I might.
signpost me really easily here, I think.
And okay, tell me when the stunner leg drop happens.
Okay, she caught Ruaka, and there it is. Boom. Beautiful, in my opinion.
Julia in now. Back elbow. So for the moment, guys, I'm back. If I can't keep reacting to the actual live stream of content, maybe we could just keep having Stardom discussions. I really quite enjoyed that. I think that was
Yeah,
one of the best
I
ways
like
to handle the
talking
hiccup
to
in a long
everyone
time.
about it too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good vibes, man. It's good vibes.
I've actually been enjoying our game nights more now that they've just become like shoot the shit nights instead of game nights.
I agree. I can't participate in every conversation. Like, you guys went hard on the Power Ranger stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. I kind of had a crush on Kimberly as a kid, but I'm just,
Bro, she was my first ever crush, straight up.
bro. I don't know if this is appropriate. And then honestly, I should ask that question to myself before I open my mouth about a lot of things on here. But I actually did watch a Watch Mojo list of like top 10 hottest Power Rangers, and I was very uncomfortable that there were like no black women and like very few Asian women because like what was the original one's name? Trin, the original Yellow
Trini,
Ranger,
Trini.
Trini. Like I liked Kimberly, but I think I definitely had a bigger crush on Trini personally, like
Oh
as a
no,
kid.
yeah, dude. My most recent. You gotta realize, I've literally watched like over 230 episodes of Power Rangers since June,
Yeah. Oh wow. Jesus.
and like in that watch through, I also noticed that Trini is very attractive.
Yeah. And I'm like, I just didn't like the lit. Like something about it just made me uncomfortable because I felt like there were no black women, and I have to
Can I,
imagine there have been black.
dude?
You know,
Aisha
women.
was fine as hell. I'll just say that.
I don't even remember her being mentioned in that top 10. That name doesn't ring any bells for me from what I saw. And
Jesus.
like, yeah, dude, a lot of white women in there and like very little representation. So
Oh my
like,
god.
yeah,
So, do you remember who number one ended up being, or was it just Kimberly?
I think it was just Kimberly. Well, fair, because I feel like a lot of '90s. women. Actually, no, was it Kimberly? She might have been number 2. Actually,
Hmm.
I kind of want to pull it up now, but
Dude,
I'll
feel
be
free.
live match.
If you're,
But
yeah, I was gonna say, if you're not super duper into this match right now, which I wouldn't blame you because I'm not even, go ahead and pull it up and give us some commentary. It's entertainment. That's what it's all about, man.
yeah, again, I'm liking these chill vibes, man. I think you and I have just kind of like attained sagacity on this podcast. We've done it so long that it's like, no, it's all about the free flowing vibes.
I don't know what that
Uh,
word meant, but yes.
Sagacity would pretty much being like you've achieved sagehood. We're practically sages with our
Oh,
understanding and wisdom of podcasting and creating content and just having a rapport with each other. So let's see who number 1 was. Um, okay, yeah, Maya, the Yellow Galaxy Ranger, was number 1, and I'm like, yeah, you know, none of these women are like bad choices per se, but I'm like, you didn't find any black female rangers attractive? Because again, I'm sure there had been. You even named one. What was it? Aisha, you said was her name?
Aisha was fine as hell, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't remember seeing her on this list. And it's like, yeah.
She was probably around for the least amount of time, but she was still really cute.
Oh, this is actually perfect. I can tell you guys all the names that made it because they did like that segmented stuff on YouTube. I love
Oh,
that videos are starting to do
sweet.
that now.
I
So
know,
like
dude. I wanted us to start doing that, but it is a labor.
Mia Watanabe, the Pink Samurai Ranger, was number 10.
Mia! Oh, that's Christina Masterson. I know who that is.
Gia
She's I.
Moran was the
Who?
Yellow Megaforce Ranger.
Oh, the yellow Megaforce. Okay, I haven't seen Megaforce. I'm not around to that yet.
Summer Lansdowne, Yellow RPM Ranger, Power
Summer.
Rangers.
Okay, that was Rose McIver. Yeah, definitely attractive.
Corone, second Pink Lost
Okay.
Galaxy Ranger.
Yep, I know who that is.
Lily Chillman,
Wait,
Yellow Jungle Fury.
wait. They said Corone was more attractive than what was the name of the RPM Ranger again? The yellow RPM?
Summer Lansdowne.
Summer? Yeah, no, hard disagree there. Corone is like a great character, but if we're exclusively being shallow and vain, she's like a mid attractiveness wise.
I can't believe Rena kicked out of that lariat. Fucking that I took her fucking head off. But yeah. To get back to this list here, Lily Chillman, Yellow Jungle Fury Ranger.
I kind of get that. I wouldn't rank her above Rose McIver either. What the hell are they doing?
Dude, that's what I was asking watching this, and you know I'm not even into the lore. Kira Ford, Yellow Dino Thunder
Okay,
Ranger.
I get it with her because she had like the edgy appeal for sure.
Okay, I feel like
Mirai
yeah.
one.
Th- then it was Kimberly at number after they, and then they did like honorable mentions,
Okay.
and then yeah, I feel like it was yeah,
And then who was number
yeah.
one?
They're saying Cat. I feel like it was Maya something, but they're saying here on this thing it was Catherine Cat Hillard's second Pink Mighty Morphin Zeo Ranger or whatever.
Okay, this list is
So
crack. What?
I felt the
I'm
same.
guessing she was an honorable mention. That would make a lot more sense than her being number one.
Yeah, because again, from number 1 from what I saw was like Maya something. I forget what Power Ranger she
Which,
was a part of.
I mean, I know who she is. And like, have you? I forget. We haven't even gotten around to watching Not Another Teen Movie yet, have we?
I don't think so.
She's in that, and she's in a role that you will never forget. But I definitely don't agree with that. Low key, the season I'm watching right now in space, Cassie and Ashley, both I would rank above probably 7 or 8 of the women that you were just listing on that list.
Dude, I just can't believe. I think the biggest thing that shocked me again was that Trini didn't even like get an honorable. She wasn't even in honorable mentions, bro. Like they just
Yeah.
totally like fucking ghosted on that list. I'm like, God, what? Apparently, she was in the actress that played her was in Crow too, and I kind of want to see. Well, first of all, I want to see the first Crow movie because I was talking about that with Chris the other day, and then
Ah.
I'd be down to watch Crow 2 if she's in it. Like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, Galatea makes a point. All of these women are white and almost all of them are blondes.
Yeah, Galatea. That's exactly what I fucking. I'm like, where are the black women? You had one Asian woman at the beginning, and like, yeah, I could definitely see why she made the
And
cut. But
dude,
again, like,
here's
you
the
need to love.
thing. Again, it's all personal taste, but in my opinion, the Asian woman that they chose is like the third most attractive Asian woman in Power Rangers history at best. Look up Power Rangers in Space Cassie. Just look her up so you can see her and tell me what you think.
Reacting to that
Because I
content.
would definitely rank her above Mia and whoever they put at number one. Maya, you said? I would rank her above Maya too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just seeing like images here. Yeah, definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
Cute as shit. What the hell? What was this list doing? Like, I don't even necessarily hate Watch Mojo. I feel like they've
How
made some
old it
entertaining
is?
lists. We used to watch a lot of their lists,
How
but
old is
like
this list?
this came out in 2015.
Okay, so it's pretty well aged at this point, and it's aged pretty poorly.
Yes.
Okay, so you looked up Cassie. Now look up Power Rangers in Space Ashley, because she's a fucking babe and a half. I think she's way more attractive than Maya.
See, Ashley. Yeah, yeah. I would definitely agree with that. Her hair really complements the shape of her face. Yeah, like she's got a radiance about her that I really like. It's cool. So yeah, yeah. I didn't know if it was appropriate to approach that discourse, but then I'm like, you know what? It's me just more responding to Watch Mojo and their bizarre
Bro,
takes, and so I'm like,
speaking of radiance, Queen's Quest has fucking arrived.
first of all, thank you so much for pulling a me and tying it back in. Words can't express how fucking proud I am of you right now. And second of all, facts.
So who wants Frosted Flakes ASMR?
It disturbs me that I didn't immediately say no. I can hear you slightly chew. This is where I parked my car. Here comes Stars. I think part of why I didn't immediately say no is I really thought you were going to stop at who wants some Frosted Flakes. And even though it's like so fucking late, I'm like, oh, you know, that actually does sound kind of good right now.
See, now I'm pissed
Why are you pissed, friend?
because I just realized that not nearly enough people tell you that you're amazing on a daily basis.
Oh, oh my god, my heart. What?
I know, it's ridiculous. I
Thank
can't believe it.
you.
What the fuck, universe?
Thank
If that
you.
is your real name.
Oh man. Oh, and yeah, I'm spinning the wheel again. Actually, I do feel like I've got more stability though. Let me do another test just because I'm curious. It's like they're still happening, but far more infrequently. Where are we
Bro,
at?
are you growing
Yeah,
dependence on internet speed tests?
you know what? The mood's been so good. I'm not going to get uppity with you now. Yes, yes, I definitely have, and it's a problem. But I would like to say, since we're having such a spirited and amicable discourse, that it was kind of imposed on me by a shitty ISP.
I mean, yeah,
So
yeah, your ISP is
yeah,
garbage.
yes. I just wanted to extend my thanks again. We have 9 people watching this late. That's fucking amazing by Stardom standards. 10 now. Guys, leave a like if you're
Wow.
enjoying it. I mean, I know I haven't exactly been bringing my A game, like talking actually about Stardom because low key, like internet issues. I think I should be able to get back into it fully with this match,
Bro,
hopefully. But
the
I've been having a
one
great time.
time, the one time ever that we objectify women on stream and we have actual viewership.
I don't like the message that sends.
No, I don't either. What the fuck?
I let me just test something because we have 7. We here at TwitWow support the complete dismantling of all patriarchal structures and the excising of misogyny from mass consciousness. Women are human beings with agency and deserve respect, and their objectification doesn't serve anyone. I mean, well, it serves a very horrible systemic violence, but it doesn't serve any individual person long term. It's fucking awful.
And just
Oh, we actually
because you
went up
just
a little
said
bit.
a lot of words that I fully agree with, but couldn't repeat word for word if I wanted to, I sign on to what he said.
I honestly just thought you were gonna be like, "Fuck yeah!" And I was gonna pop so hard. Yeah.
Bro,
Good call. I didn't even have my volume up.
Look at me coming in clutch.
Oh, actually, not only was it a good call for that, I just heard the bell, so you're ahead of me, and that's a good
Oh,
thing.
baby.
Signpost me,
Spicy.
daddy.
Oh, damn, you are getting spicy. Okay, okay.
Lady C, you're my idol. You're pulling the "I'm literally taller than you" card. That's like your whole offense.
But wait, but Sae is showing off her muscles and Lady C's embarrassed by her lack of those, I guess?
No.
Okay, tell me when QQ attacks.
Oh, I'll gladly share that. And QQ attacks. Oh my god. Asumi is especially aggressive.
Dude, she slapped the shit out of Ida. I love that.
Asumi just be like, in the very recent words of Drew McIntyre, we're freaking wrestlers in a wrestling ring. Let's wrestle.
Oh, Drusiff.
And another spin there briefly. And there's the triple drop kick there.
Damn it.
I know, man. I know. It'd be rough out here.
Or to keep it on the subject of wrestling, gotch damn it.
Oh, that needs to be a t-shirt, legit. Wow, Ida, did you literally just squat? Yes.
You really got me with that one. You really got me with that one. It was your tone. It was your tone.
I knew it.
You're learning, bro. You're learning.
I am. I'm so proud of this newfound sentience.
Nice chop, Lady C. Proud of you.
Don't back down to her muscular girth. Another chop there.
Bro, look how long she is.
Yes.
She's flailing those long arms.
God, I really am in a weird mood because my immediate reaction, I wanted to say so bad, like a giraffe, baby, like a giraffe. Oh, I need help.
Why is she dressed like a zebra when she's built like a giraffe?
You're asking the right questions.
I don't know. Maybe giraffes and zebras are buds. They do live in the same plains.
Dude, you know what the weird fucking thing is? And I swear to you, like, I'm not trying to be on my bullshit right now for once. Like, one of the animated shows that I love, and I know for a fact I've told you about it, China, Illinois.
Yeah.
Their first fucking episode, they have Steve, the history professor, talk about how all, like, governments are like lions and zebras. Don't be a zebra. You've always got to be, or, if you're going to fight lions, you got to be a rebel zebra. You can't be a passive zebra. And then, like, there's this whole thing where Steve's trying to be a rebel zebra, quote unquote, because he gets enlisted by the government to stop Ronald Reagan, who is done impeccably by Dave Coulier, who was fucking Joey in Full House.
Holy shit!
Yeah, dude, his Reagan is honestly fucking amazing.
I remember he did his Reagan on Full House a few times.
Yeah, and dude, it's fucking impeccable on the show. But then there comes a point where Reagan's time machine that he was using, like, he gets stopped. And so him and Steve are, like, frozen in time. And they come to a reconciliation. And they're like, with our newfound enlightenment, let's save the earth. And one of the images to signify their enlightenment were the zebra and lion coming together to fuck. And it was amazing.
Wow.
God, I'm so glad I shared that story with the group. Oh, is that going to do it even?
Yeah, it did.
It is. Oh, my God.
I think this is Captain's Fall, though.
Okay, cool. That makes sense.
Obviously,
no way.
Good job, Kogo. I was gonna say this should be Captain's Fall, so obviously Lady C's not a captain.
Yes. God, Asumi was about to pin Mayu. It's not fair.
She was, bro. She was.
I feel like Akhenaten in Yu-Gi-Oh! About that arc that I got a hard on for. Who dare stand in the way of my destiny? Identify yourself! God, I love when evil people say things with exaggerated tone.
Sounds like your internet's taking a dump again.
God damn it! Of course it is.
Actually, that sounded great, so maybe it was just a temporary thing.
Oh, yeah. Osmi hung on, Kogo. Deal with it.
Hashtag
Oh no,
deal
no.
with it. Batista
Huh, you
face.
missed. God, he's so good. I really hope he's happy right now. Batista, you're not listening to this, but if by some miracle you ever happen upon it, I hope you're enjoying your life, bro. You're a fucking king.
I hope Guardians 3 pays you well.
Yes. Forearms by Kogo.
I hope those
Nice.
Marvel
And
royalties never end. And what?
well, I got a spinning wheel slightly, but I'm back already.
Oh, okay. Oh, I love Azumi. Roll up. That's a tight one. Reverse though. One, two. Reversed again. One, two. If Azumi gets pinned here, it eliminates QQ completely, and she kicks out.
But I thought Osmi, or excuse me, I thought Utami was in this.
Kogo eliminated. She is.
So Tommy's not the captain, even though she's literally the leader of Queen's Quest?
Remember, she is the captain, but Lady C's already out, and if the two non-captain players get
Oh,
eliminated, the whole team's out too.
I apologize. Yes, you're 100% correct. That was entirely on me. I apologize. But yeah, I had actually forgotten that Lady C was eliminated.
You know what? You don't need to apologize. Everyone makes mistakes, bud.
Thanks. Oh, they're working together here. Double sledges here by a legend and the legend in her own mind, Saya Ida.
Damn. You
Like
know,
how Ida's trying. Yeah.
I gotta tell you, there are some cereals that Malto Meal's generic version is damn good. Frosted Flakes ain't one of them. This sucks.
Damn.
I
That's
miss real
disappointing.
Frosted Flakes.
Did you ever get those like big, like 1 pound bags of cereal?
Bro,
My
that's
family
literally
used to
what
do
I'm
that.
talking about. Malto Meal is the one that makes those.
Oh wow.
That's the type of Frosted Flakes that I'm eating right now, and they're shit.
My family used to do that. They used to love the s'more cereal that would come in the big bag.
They make
God, we all
really good Oreo O's ripoffs. Those are really good. They make really good Pebbles, like both cocoa and fruity Pebbles ripoffs. They make really good Captain Crunch, like Berry Crunch. It's really good. And their Cocoa Puffs are decent. They're not great, but they're decent. Their Frosted Flakes are awful, like actual garbage, like instant soggy mess, garbage, bad, terrible.
it'd be F tier fuckwads.
Yeah, like Frosted Flakes are normally a solid A tier cereal. To me, in my opinion, chocolate Frosted Flakes are like an S tier cereal, but these Frosted Flakes are like D tier at best.
I gotta tell you, when I really feel like treating myself, and maybe
Oh
it's just because
wow.
I always joke with people that I'm 30 going on 80, and Ida's still in this. How unfortunate. Um, God, I love corn pops, man. Fucking corn pops are delicious.
I don't know if I've ever even had corn pops to be honest with you.
They're good. I used to confuse them with kicks as a kid, and man, what a tragic fucking comedy of
Dude, I
errors.
like kicks. I like kicks. Would I like corn pops if I like kicks?
I would hope so, given that for me, corn pops is a vastly superior cereal.
Well, what's the difference? Eat it out.
I just, oh yeah, oh my god, yeah, oh my god. Stardom, respect your red queen. That crotch saw was totally unnecessary. What the fuck? Ugh. Oh yeah, they
Oh,
just
that's
okay,
just
yeah,
the
they
end of
just
the match? I honestly didn't realize that other people had been eliminated other than Lady C. I thought Lady C was the only one eliminated. Jesus, I missed
well
so
yeah,
much.
because that's right though. You called Kogo's elimination, so yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
right.
Azumi did eliminate Kogo.
Man, Kogo, you might want to disconnect your phone because Azumi be getting your number.
Proud of Azumi. Proud of Utami, our red queen.
Yeah, I'll tell you saying we need to make a serial tier ranking. That's definitely going to happen in the Discord like imminently. Hell, I'll probably even participate in that. Although I don't know how extensively because My cereal knowledge is a bit limited. I can tell you right now, though, French Toast Crunch is S tier, and I know we were talking about that just the other day.
Dude, I just had a bowl yesterday, and even I don't agree with that. A tier though, easily.
French Toast Crunch to me is fantastic. You know what? I
I
do
would
stand
say
by it. For me
both.
personally, that it's S tier, but Cinnamon Toast Crunch definitely is.
Dude, I was just gonna say I would say both cinnamon and French toast crunch are A tier for me.
Yeah, they're S tier. I
I
would say
think
for as much as I like corn pops and like I get cravings for them, I would say that's more A tier for me probably.
I think my only S tier cereals are chocolate checks and chocolate frosted flakes.
Another A tier cereal for me would be Reese's Puffs.
I think I'd
Reese's
put
Puffs are
Reese's
good.
Puffs in A or B for sure. Cocoa Puffs probably more B. I don't know. Like
Ooh,
I
I'll
think
tell you another.
I think to me, an S tier cereal is a cereal that hits on everything. It's got good flavor, it's got good texture, it doesn't get soggy quickly, it's got a good amount of crunch, but it doesn't hurt your mouth, which is what lowers Captain Crunch. And like, even if you're not necessarily in the mood for it, if it's there and you eat it, it ends up making you not regret eating it. That's an S tier cereal for me, you know?
I will say first of all, Gesundheit to your mother because I know she can now since we're live. Second of all, I can respect that criterion. I would say too an underrated cereal for me that I would probably put it like B tier. I love honeycombs. Honeycombs were my shit as a kid. I loved
Bro,
honeycombs.
I think I
Um,
tried honeycombs once and liked it, but the combs were too big for my spoon, and that made me angry.
I gotta tell you guys, and maybe one day, like out of curiosity, I'd like to try it again. A cereal that I would put at C tier because I do have fond memories of it. Well, at least the first half of it. Fruity Pebbles, man. You want to talk about soggy? Fruity Pebbles to me were always the worst soggy cereal. I just, oh
See,
god,
I love
uh,
Fruity Pebbles, but I have to be in the mood for them, so those would be a B tier cereal for me.
that makes all the sense in the world to me. That's probably how I felt about stuff like Captain Crunch. Like I'll eat it if it's
Yup,
there, but like,
exactly. I have to be in the mood for it. It's like that. I think I think Lucky Charms is good enough for me to be put in an A tier, but then like your Fruit Loops and like Frosted Mini Wheats and yeah, like the Captain Crunch and the Reese's Puffs and the Fruity Pebbles. I think those are all B tier for me
yeah,
because those are all like niche cereals. Like I love them when I'm in the mood for them, but I'm not in the mood for them super often, and I can't eat them if I'm not.
right, right. All right, is this like an intermission or?
Ring cleaning, bruh.
Excellent. Well, I mean, we're just chilling, so I'm
Oh
totally
my
cool with
god,
that.
poor Miyu, man. She got beat by Hanan like not even an hour ago, and she's already out here running around cleaning the ring for everyone else. I'm so proud of her.
But she's doing it with such speed. We're really proud of you, Amaski, just to double down on what my fantastic partner here already said. Definitely a lot of love to you, Amaski. Trying to think of other cereals. I was never big on Trix.
Tricks are
Uh,
okay. Those are like B or C tier, somewhere around there. They're all right. I think probably C
Trix,
tier.
Trix wasn't for this kid. um, but love that you joined in. Thank you for the support. I will say, in a weird way, because it's funny how trauma works, and it's funny how like different dynamics. I swear I'm gonna actually tie this back to cereal because that seems so out of left field. Like I actually have a soft spot in my heart for Honey Nut Cheerios because it was one of the few times that like my
Bro,
dad
I
asshole.
swear to God, we are linked at the mind because I was literally just thinking Honey Nut Cheerios is one of those cereals that should be S tier on paper, but then you add milk to it and it ruins it because it gets soggy way too quickly.
Dude, I'm amazed that I don't have like bigger dental issues or even like diabetes or whatever. Because the thing is, and I am being serious with this next part. Like obviously you guys know that my dad has drug issues, and the thing about like heroin, which is his drug of choice, is like speeds up the metabolism, and he eats like a fiend. Like I remember he used to do like big scoops on his ice cream cone, like three big scoops like chocolate ice cream, and he used to just eat it like have a real sweet tooth. He always used to doctor up my Honey Nut Cheerios because I liked them plain, but he used to like put more sugar in them, and I think he topped them with syrup,
Yeah.
which you think would be weird, but it was
What
actually
kind of syrup?
fucking delicious.
Like maple syrup?
I think just like yeah, maple syrup, bro.
Interesting. Dude, I was
Yeah,
literally
like
about to say, like, Honey Nut Cheerios as a regular cereal that you put milk with is like borderline B to A tier. Honey Nut Cheerios as a dry cereal is a fucking SSS tier. It is the best dry cereal to eat, in my opinion.
You know what, bro? Your enthusiasm about that, I kind of want to tell my sister when she goes shopping again. Let's get some Honey Nut Cheerios, and I think like I'll obviously eat it wet, but I think also like I would like to have a dry bowl or two because you know what? I think I might have tried it years ago dry, and I would agree with you. It just has
Yeah,
that nice little kick of flavor, that
dude.
sweetness,
Yeah,
and it's like, yeah,
it's so
this
good
is right.
dry. Have you ever had honey roasted peanuts or honey roasted cashews or anything like that?
Dude, I have, and they're good.
Oh,
They're just another thing. You'd think that I would. I'm inviting a lot of euphemisms here, but you think I'd be fond of nuts, roast and otherwise. But it's again, it's another snack that I'd have to be in the mood for. Uh, but yeah, when I have been in the mood for it, they're always good.
yeah. I honey roasted cashews. My mom turned me onto them, and they're fucking amazing. Like, especially if you get ones that are made by like a local grocer, like someone that like actually buys them from like a local bakery, or even if you just go to a local bakery or something like that that makes them, or like a farmer's market or something like that. Because if you buy like the like branded like official like big corporation honey roasted cashews, there's not enough of the honey roast on them. It's like they skimp out on it and they just have like this super thin layer. And it's like, oh yeah, that tastes like a cashew with a very very vague hint of honey on top of it. But if you get ones at like a local grocer or a local like a farmer's market or something like that, they go fucking ham and you get like clumps of like honey roasted flavor on each cashew and it's goddamn incredible.
Yeah, dude, that sounds nice.
It's
Because
so
I'll
good.
tell you what. When it comes to like a really basic snack that my sister turned me on to, she actually got me turned on to fucking chestnuts. Like I like they
Oh,
got these like pouches, and you can have them like either cold or you
the
can
ones
heat
that you
them for
roast
like.
over an open fire?
I mean, yeah, kind of. Except instead of an open fire, it's a microwave, and like, yeah, pretty good warm or just from the bag. So like, yeah, that was something that I
Interesting.
got.
Never heard of just nuking chestnuts. That's interesting.
Yeah, definitely. It's got good protein, good fiber. It's good
Bro,
shit.
since we're just randomly talking about snacks that we like, when I was a little kid, my nan used to nuke chocolate ice cream for me, and then I would dip pretzel sticks into it and eat them, and it was amazing.
That sounds, dude. Honestly, that just makes me think about the super scoops I had recently with three different kinds of like chocolatey ice cream, and like, oh my god, fuck, I loved it. Hello, Mark. Welcome. It has been such a chill and loving stream. I am all about it.
DBK memeing it up. Oh, hi, Mark.
Mark, how are you doing on this fine morning?
I wonder if it's a morning for him or if it's late at night for him, like it is for us.
Yeah, because where is Mark coming from?
He's an
Like
hour.
statewide.
He's an hour earlier than us, so it's not even. It's a little after 3:30 a.m. for him.
Oh well, whatever it is for you right now, Mark. I'm just happy you're here.
DBK is the one that's coming at us from the actual AM. It's 10:34 for him.
Well, DBK, I appreciate your commitment, my friend. Much love, much respect.
Bro,
DBKism
commitment. He
for
probably
life.
got a whole ass like night's sleep. Like he's good to go. He's ready to start his day, and this is how he's doing it.
He is wired for sound. There are your artist champs.
Galatea is on the East Coast with us though. She's putting up with the late nights just as much as we are.
Yeah, because Galatea is a beast and a fucking badass.
So
Mark
yeah,
saying,
Mark.
I'm quite tired. I'm
Yep.
a bit before I go to sleep. Oh, Mark, I double down. The fact that you chose us, that just makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. So thank
Yes,
you.
we do
And
appreciate the
you've
support.
got the. Absolutely. Oh, Despy. Is Despy going to present
Kido.
those flowers? Kid?
Yeah, I just saw Galatea in chat was like Despian Kid masked wrestler solidarity.
Oh my god. I'll just be handing them to Unagi. Okay.
Mina.
That is really wholesome, actually.
Artist of Stardom Championship match, though, coming up here.
Yes.
Holy shit, Galatea. She said she's probably going to dip after this match because she filmed 7 cosplays today. She's tired. I can't blame you.
Damn.
That makes me that much more grateful that you even showed up for this because, like, damn, you are a warrior.
Yeah, I was gonna say a workhorse of aesthetics over here. God damn. Thank you for using your last reserves of energy to spend time with us, friend. Again, that fills my heart with so much fucking joy.
Mark in chat, I see there was a cereal discussion. We've been having Raisin Bran Crunch recently.
See, Mark, now you're appealing to my spiritual age. Do share more.
Wait, what did you say after your spiritual age?
Do share
Oh,
more.
do share more, okay.
You know what though? Honestly, maybe I should take that back because I really don't like raisins. It's fucking crazy, dude. Because I'm fucking like grapes are my crack, but
Yeah.
raisins are like an aborted grape. It's so wrong. We have to stop raisins now before it's too late.
Bro, I don't think I've ever really liked raisins, but I had a weird thing where like I would just eat them when I was a kid because they were sometimes given to me when I was in like I think it was like preschool or kindergarten or something. Like they would just hand out those little tiny boxes of raisins and I would eat some. I I, I really regret eating them ever because they're really nasty, aren't they?
Friend, I don't know if this is being too weird when I'm genuinely trying to be supportive, but don't worry about it. It happened to you. And just like it happened to me. I used to get boxes of raisins too, and like I thought they tasted like shit, but I didn't have the prejudicial palate that I would cultivate in my later years. It's okay, friend. It happened to us. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. All right. Nina is looking super fucking ready for this. Can she pin Momo again, as she did in the 5-star? This guy says no, but that's why we're having a matchup, just to know for sure.
Cosmic Angels here to challenge Oedo Tai for this Artist of Stardom Championships.
And I think the question, since I can really let my hair down and be a real journalism without worrying about Kirby's reproach, is can Unagi check her ego at the door? Because if anybody's going to be the problem on the Cosmic Angels team, it's somebody that perceives themselves to be the protagonist of the entire promotion. It's booed there by Saki of the Colors variety.
I think we can
And
safely say that the answer to that question is probably not.
And given that your opinion is one of the few that I genuinely respect and am emotionally invested in, I will affix my cosign onto that.
Unagi's ego almost as big as Tony Khan's.
Mother of God. Well, the two Sakis going at it. This is for everything in the multiverse.
In the multiverses.
I love you. That's my response to
Oh,
that.
love you too, bud.
Kashma and yeah, actually, I didn't read this article, and I always like to preface when I talk about articles just for intellectual humility and honesty. So I didn't read this article, but I came across an interesting headline today that somebody made the argument that the multiverse theory is like a God of the Gaps-esque argument. I want to kind of find it again and actually read it and give them a fair trial because I found that
That's
very interesting.
interesting.
As somebody that finds the theory genuinely attractive from a multitude of angles, like yeah, I was like, I'll give you a hearing on this, but then I never did. So that's on me.
Nobody's angry at you, bud. It's okay.
I appreciate that. That makes me feel very assured in my person, which is desperately important to me.
Oh, and it
Correct.
should. You deserve it.
I appreciate it. Nice DVD
Again,
by some.
damn, I'm on a roll.
And Sagi now in the advantage for the Cosmic Angels team.
Proud of her. I'm not even the biggest fan of hers, but good for her.
God, you know what craving I was able to sate recently that just felt so good thinking back on it?
Oh man, I
Fucking
can't wait.
bugles.
Oh, bugles.
Bugles. Bugles are awesome,
Did you
dude.
do witch fingers? You had to do witch fingers, right?
I think once, just for all the homies. You know,
Of
it's like a
course.
rule.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to.
Dude, I feel so like here's the thing, a little bit of inside baseball for everybody about my family. Like my family deals with considerable dental issues. Like I know I feel so bad for Christy recently because she's been dealing with like tooth pain. Um, but Chris said like his favorite snack that he hasn't been able to have for so long, and it breaks my heart for him because like you know me, I'm just a believer that everybody should just be able to enjoy things. I'm very utopian in that way. He's like, before his teeth got bad, his favorite snack were like Ranch Doritos and Iron Tats. Those are fucking baller as hell. I think I've only had them like handful of times in my life because then obviously we stopped buying them for reasons I just stated. But
Yeah.
man, when I would have them, the nights I'd like fucking watch BoJack Horseman with a bowl of Cool Ranch Doritos, and I'm like, this fucking hits. I know you and I have talked about it. I know for a fact we've talked about it a few times. Where like I've just always preferred Cool Ranch Doritos over the standard like nacho cheese Doritos. When Augie misses, Kashima with the elbow there, kid with the knee, Momo with the forearm. I think that was wheelbarrow.
Admittedly, I do like Cool Ranch Doritos, but I also do prefer the nacho cheese Doritos.
Mark, just to further contextualize, because I know there isn't always perfect synchronicity between chat and our commentary, that's something I haven't had in ages. Are you referring to the Bugles, which I'm assuming you are, because that came first, or the Cool Ranch Doritos? Honestly, Galante, it's gotten to the point where Chris is just riding it out like he just wants to get dentures. And with my sister, I think she was too traumatized by one like really bad experience at a dentist. In fact, I always hated the dentist. I'm so glad I got over that because my teeth are the best they've ever been. Although I like sometimes that fear does bubble up because I know one of these days I'm gonna have to get my impacted wisdom teeth removed, and I'm not looking forward to that. And I think one of them even has a cavity that I'm hoping that this prescribed toothpaste, because it has like the maximum amount of fluoride. I'm hoping that it reversed it, but I won't know that till December.
I don't think it's possible to reverse a cavity, is it?
Actually, friend, just to slightly correct you, it is if the cavity's small enough and early enough in development, because that's why they prescribe.
Interesting. I did not know that. That is brand new news to me.
Yeah, it definitely. Again, I don't know what the threshold is, but I think that's again why they gave me like medically prescribed toothpaste. You can't even get it over the
Yeah.
counter again because the fluoride content is like
Wow.
at its max,
Huh.
and that fluoride is what would repair and reverse the cavity.
Right.
Again, because it's because I even asked them because I think from what they said, I'm assuming it's on the impacted wisdom tooth. That was my assumption. I could be wrong. I didn't have them like point at which tooth it was. But if it was, I'm like, well, shouldn't we just remove it then? Because I feel like then there's potential to get worse. And they're like, is it hurting you? And I'm like, no, I've been very fortunate that I've had these wisdom teeth for like years, and I really haven't been in any pain. Some occasional gum like tenderness, but never like any pain where I can't eat or anything like that. I've been very lucky. And they're like, well, no, then we're not going to remove it. I'm like, man, doctors, I feel like have gotten a lot more more cautious than I thought. That they're willing to prescribe things, but I guess surgery is a whole other matter because they're like, well, if it's not hurting you, I'm not touching it. Just go home.
Mark in chat, every time I try giving going to a dentist a chance, they prove me right that they all suck.
Mark, I feel you, brother, because I've been on a streak of just having good visits, but then they pulled that cavity show. Oh, and then I had to pay for that toothpaste, by the way, because it wasn't covered by my insurance. So I was
Oh.
embarrassed because my account was low at the time. And I literally had to haggle with them that I would just pay them tomorrow when my first like installment of my Social Security money came in. And then the lady in the back was like, in the future you've got to pay when services are rendered. And I'm like, I didn't expect to have to pay for this. And like
How
I
much
fucking hate
do you
it.
feel comfortable sharing how much the toothpaste ended up costing?
It was $21.
Oh.
So
I mean
like,
that
yeah,
still does suck, and like that kind of shit, especially shit that gets prescribed to you, shouldn't cost money at all. But like in the grand scheme of things, that's tolerable.
oh, brother, let me just be clear. I 100% agree with you. It's just in this particular context where they got me where my account was super low and I just couldn't pay it at that time.
Right.
It was embarrassing to have to be like, I can't pay this. Can we just like defer it till tomorrow? And I kept my word. As soon as my money came in, I called them. I gave them my card information, and we were all squared away. That's
Yeah.
why you gotta be more lenient with me. I hate this fucking system, dude. Like that same dental office, a woman like broke down and cried because she thought her benefits were going to cover what she needed, and then they told her that it wasn't, and like she was even just saying like I can't pay it, I can't pay it, and she openly said, I won't use her exact language because I like to have a modicum of decorum here in this space, but she pretty much said like, oh, I'll have to put out sexually just to be able to pay for it. Like she openly said that in the office. Like my heart breaks for people that can't pay for their services, man. It sucks. It's like you either live with the pain or burn a hole in your pocket that you can't afford to burn. It's a
Yeah.
lose-lose.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to capitalism, y'all.
Everything's awful here.
Yeah. Man, I love that this has been like the most chill stream ever. And now, well, for a moment, we had 14 people watching. Now we have 12 guys. Again, I say, if you're just enjoying chill vibes with amazing fucking Joshi wrestlers, as there we just saw the power DDT by Mina Demomo. She's going to pin her again. And broken up by Kashima. Great defense by Kashima.
I don't know how, but you ended up ahead of me by a little bit.
Holy sharzle cakes. Well, let's correct that, shall we? Gonna find a signpost.
Holy Shiozaki.
That was clever. I'm chuckling about that in private later. I'm keeping it together because I want to signpost you, but that was Lull City, baby. And let me know when Kid hits the moonsault on the outside.
And there it is. Well,
You
that
did
was
a
easy.
great job. That laugh is totally earned.
Thanks, bud. I feel like we're
Me and Momo alone.
breathing with each other tonight. I appreciate that.
No, it's very good for my soul. Gotta be honest.
Same.
Oh, Glamorous Collection, Mina. No, Glamorous Driver, Mina. Excuse me. That was
Oh, Momo. Yeah.
Oh,
Turn.
I like that they delayed it. That made it more impactful.
Roundhouse. Oh, Momo going for the B driver.
Oh,
Got it.
oh, that was a stiff one.
That's a 2 count. Oh, Galatea, what's up?
But I like too that.
Go ahead, man. You don't have to
Okay,
stop.
I'll let Galatea. Oh no, I was just
You,
gonna
you
say that
would
I'm really
stop and
liking this.
cut off by the stream. Or by your internet, I should say.
Oh, apparently, because yeah, now I'm getting. But no, I was just gonna say that I like that the story has been Momo alone in the ring with Mina, almost as if like Momo getting her win back is like the big story here potentially, or Mina beating her again. I like that they're emphasizing these two, to put it succinctly.
Yeah. Galatea asked me, she said that I have said before that I wanted Azumi to get a flashy finisher, and then she asked if I thought the Destroyer was a good choice. So to be clear, I don't necessarily want Azumi to get a flashy finisher so much as I want her to get a really good impact finisher. I know that they're similar, but they're not the same thing. And the Destroyer is just too slow to set up, in my opinion. Great break up there by Starlight Kid. But yeah, the Destroyer is too slow to set up, and it's not even actually her finisher. It's like her setup move now.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is true.
Double team move there from Black Desire.
Yeah, you did the refresh media just because I've
Oh yeah,
fallen really far behind.
yeah.
But
That's not surprising at all, considering how robotic you've been over the last few minutes.
of course. Oh, it's gonna be Peach Sunrise.
Oh, there's the kick to the face. And now
Damn.
Momo got the half Nelson, got the pump handle. Peach Sunrise, like you said, 1, 2, 3. There it is. Momo retains for the Oedo Tai team.
Tell me when the winner graphic shows up and Saki hugs Momo like from the
The
ground.
winner, and there's Saki. There we go.
Okay. I'll play here. We should either be in sync or it should be like very infinitesimal, the gap. Oh, and Unagi going after Momo. Well, Unagi's not going to let Mina live this down, so I do feel bad for Mina on that front.
Yeah, it definitely should have been Unagi eating the pin here, but I guess that Rossi just decided that he had beaten her down enough at this point and that she needed something.
Mark, genuine question, because I only do want to help, and I'm sorry if I'm not like making things any better. I don't want to make things any worse. But just reading about all of your dental woes, have you looked into like any sliding fee scale places in your area? Because I'll tell you, Mark, it was a pain in the ass for me, but I actually did find a sliding fee scale place when I needed deep cleaning. It was an hour and a half away from my house. That was the pain in the ass part. I had to, get transportation through my insurance, but I only had to pay $40. I think so. It came out since it was like each quadrant. I think it only came out to $40 per pop, so it was like 160. I think I might have even had to pay less than that. It might have only been 80, honestly. But yeah, like it saved me a hell of a lot because that procedure can go into the thousands, like you said. Wanting to charge you 2,000 and shit. So I don't know if you found like any sliding fee scale places or like low cost dental care places in your area, but I would personally look in the future. The only thing would be logistical if it's far out, like the place I found was, and thank goodness for medical transportation. And then I got actual insurance with dental benefits, and that's good. The cap is 2,000, but I use it pretty quickly.
Hmm.
Well, we still have Tampoi that are going to vie for the Goddess's belt, so I wonder if they'll be successful in their endeavor. Look at that linked up artist championship.
That looks
B.
really cool.
Yeah. Cool like your existence, friend.
Oh, thank you.
Galatea, Mina, honey, if you ever want to go to Stars, Mayu will help. I don't know. I don't know about that. She might have ill feelings because Mina was like the first interloper that Tam brought in before Stars fell apart, or at least that iteration of Stars fell apart. Yay, we did it! Hooray!
Yeah.
Great job, y'all.
Great job, everybody.
Galatea Mayu is big on forgiveness, to be fair. That's what makes her the most emotionally healthy of the bunch by far. Do you dissent with that view, sir?
I just think that we've already discussed on here how bad of a leader she is.
Fair point.
I'm not trying to pick on Mayu though. She's
No, I
wonderful.
know. I know. We need to understand that honest discussions about people aren't the same thing as
I
like
mean,
teasing, picking on, bullying. You know.
would I want to be in the same faction as her? Hell no. But is she an amazing performer? Unquestionably, yes.
Oh, Mayu is 150% goaded, to be clear.
Yeah.
Uh, it's just, yeah, I understand. Would I want to be in that faction with all the colors and the happiness that is stained by some in the wake of betrayal? No, I think it would be a bit too emotionally distressing for me. But do I respect her from a healthy distance? Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like Oedo Tai is like the faction of trauma. Like everyone in Oedo Tai has experienced quite a bit of trauma in their careers prior to joining Oedo Tai, and they're in Oedo Tai as like a little therapy session where they can all just kind of be themselves and not be judged for it. And no faction has fed Oedo Tai more members than Mayu's faction stars.
Um, so where do I start? Okay, for one thing, I love how you framed all of that, and you made salient points all around. So kudos to you, first of all. Second of all, that framing, unironically, makes Oedo Tai possibly the most baby face faction of all time. Because, like, given that we're in kind of a mental health capital here, just with all of the struggles and trauma and illness and everything, to have a space where it's like, yeah, guys, be yourselves, express yourselves. And I feel like Tokyo Cyber Squad had a similar energy, of course, dialed down a bit on the meanness. Like, yeah, nothing is more beautiful than that space where it's like, guys, just let it go, let it release off your shoulders, and even if ugliness comes out, we'll embrace it. We'll embrace all of it. There's something very reassuring about that. I mean, horrible for everyone else, but definitely reassuring in that space. Good analysis, friend. Gives us all
Galat
pause.
Galatea, I don't know if you remember this, but Ruoka was literally in Tokyo Cyber Squad
Yeah.
and then got forced. into stars because Konami betrayed the entire faction.
Ooh. Which, by the way, a side note about Konami, so I don't completely take us off the plane here. Having been able to listen to a clean version of a Roto Tai theme, I can verify it fucking slaps. I really
Wait,
like it.
Konami's theme?
Yes,
I still prefer her
I
previous
think
theme.
I okay. So I think the most honest way to answer you on that front is I agree, but to me it's very mood dependent. Like if I'm feeling amped up or whatever, like that's definitely the better theme. But if I'm like reading and just like vibing and chilling like I have been like the last few nights, that second theme is fucking perfect. In fact, what I learned having a clear version, I didn't realize that was a woman kind of like singing lyrics. I thought it was just like other sound effects mixed in, but no, there are actual vocals to that theme, and I just never knew it until we had like a clean like CD-esque quality version
Gotcha.
because of the Stardom CD thing. So yeah, it was definitely a revelation for me. And I don't know, it's just I think depending on your mood, each theme kind of is there for a different mood.
Speaking of moods, are you ready for Tampoi to challenge for the Goddesses belts?
Um, yes, I am a bit worried and a bit unnerved by the potential cuteness, but I think we've gotta confront it eventually. So
Bro, we already know if this comes down to Hazuki, FWC's retaining.
quite right, quite right. And honestly, that's not even me staying in the Zen, being a bit more serious. You're 100% right about that. It's been tested time and again that Hazuki has her back up against the ropes. She's got a lot of fight in her, and if I'm Koguma, I take that as an immense compliment because she ain't just fighting for those belts; she's fighting for who she holds them with, and that's why
Yeah.
I wish that Koguma kind of step her game up. Kind of put the Kuma crap to the side.
She's definitely starting the match, and she's definitely doing the Kuma crap immediately.
But quite right, quite right. It's sad, but you're not wrong.
You're not British.
No, but I wear it well.
Oh, yeah. God, you're not even wrong.
Yes. I didn't think you were going to give it to me. I really didn't think you were going to give it to me, and
I
I wouldn't have
didn't
been upset.
want to, but we really are just being so generous with each other tonight that I felt like I had to. I felt obligated.
Sweet. That's not quite a win, but I'll still take it.
John, did you see Tam's Twitter thread?
No, I did not.
Oh, God, it's like 21 tweets.
Are they? Can they be adequately translated?
I think they already have been, and they're basically about Tam's history and trauma with the goddesses titles, and that she thinks she can end that trauma tonight with Poi.
Let's see. Now we need to return to our central theme here because we just talked about trauma with Oedo Tai. I need to say again, and I'm saying it in a more zen, not turned up way. I think Tam has stuff, to put it very generously. She's kind of brought Boy into her stuff. And I think to frame the goddesses match as if I do this, I'll feel like a whole person and I'll have everything complete in my life and I'll feel self assured about my place in the universe. That's a lot of pressure on Natsupoi because if I'm reading this thread and Tam's sitting next to me, I am side eyeing her like, oh, so that's what you
Bro,
thought this was? I thought we were just
you're
having a
you're reading the thread, and Tam is just sitting next to you, watching you with that smile.
bro. I am sucking in so deeply and yet so quietly as I possibly can.
Oh my God. Good night, Galatea. It was nice to have you while we had you.
Galatea, it was wonderful having you here. We love you so much. Big hugs. Congrats on all the cosplays and everything. And see you again soon. Those of you that are still with us, we have a 1-to-1 ratio,
See you
6
again
watching,
Monday,
6 likes. Yes. Yes.
hopefully.
For Twitwell family game night. Or just shoot the shit night, which we've been having as of late.
Which I've actually loved. It's been so nice to be able to just chill and chat and relax. And hey, if, three people want to go off and have a discussion about One Piece or Bleach or Naruto or whatever the fuck, that gives me time to myself. I can listen, I can be aware of the situation, and I can do my own thing for that time. And it's not a big deal.
Definitely hard agree there, friend. No flacidity about that opinion.
Oh,
Goddess titles handed off here. You know, brother, we've been covering Stardom. It feels like we've been covering Stardom forever. Obviously, I know it hasn't been that long, but
3 years now.
we've seen a lot. 3 years now, and in those 3 years, we've seen the lineage of the Goddess's belts be, expanded upon considerably.
Yep.
Seen,
I believe the first live reaction that we did to Stardom was one of the first few days in August of 2019, and we actually did a big catch up where we watched, I think, all of the shows from July of that year to kind of catch up to like the current time at the time. And one of them featured B versus, I want to say, either Utami or Momo. I don't remember which, but I know it was a faction mate because it was B defending the world title. And I believe the other one was actually Hazuki Arisa for the white belt.
ah, ah.
I miss Arisa, and I'm beyond stoked that we have Hazuki back, and she's going to defend the titles tonight.
Every feeling that you just expressed, I assent to that 1,000%. Risa was incredible. I would
Yes.
honestly say, and anybody can call me out for hyperbole, I would challenge those charges head on. I would honestly say one of the most brilliant just wrestlers period I've ever seen, and especially
One of the
Joshi
most
wrestlers. If you want
talented for sure.
to, absolutely, absolutely, her kicks were poetry.
Yeah.
If the body could poeticize, Arisa mastered it.
Your
And
words are
Tamantha,
beautiful, my
looking up,
friend.
your existence is beautiful, my friend. As you see
Oh,
Tampoy,
thanks.
oh my god, Tamantha showing affection to the woman that she's putting all of her healing upon. You are really awkward to see it.
You don't
Here
have to
we
keep
go.
framing it like that, man.
I mean, you're right. You're right. But I just feel like Tamantha, that thread went really hard.
Oh, did you actually get to read it?
No, but if that was the summary of it, like, yeah, it just seems like Tam probably went. Because here's the thing, bro. I've seen Tam threads before. I know how hard she goes about her dreams and her life and just her
Right.
introspection.
I mean, let's be real. She is unironically the best storyteller in wrestling right now.
Oh, hard agree, friend. Hard agree. It's just not Natsupoi. I'm so sorry.
I, I really wish you'd finish that as far as like what you're sorry for specifically, because I was
Just
just curious.
because now she's riding that dragon bareback of Tam's consciousness, and that's a very intense place to be.
Well, dude, it's actually, I don't know if it's ironic or coincidental or just poetic that we were talking about Arisa because she's a huge reason as to why Tam probably has experienced the trauma regarding the Goddess's belts because they were supposed to be Goddess's champions. Like, Dream Shine was the biggest deal in wrestling for a moment in time. They were huge. They were amazing. They were a big deal. And as great as that was, it really did not last long, and then Arisa retired. And even then, Tam had spent the better part of a year going after her for the white belt, and with her retirement came a vacated white belt, and that began Tam's journey to the white belt, which she did win. But now that she's cleared that off of her conscience, she probably feels like the Goddess's titles are like her last frontier, maybe even in wrestling. Although obviously, she's going to want the red belt at some point.
That was a superb offering that you just made to the analysis of this matchup. I had never even considered that it really does all begin with Dreamshine and with Arisa. So I want to thank you for bringing that all full circle for us because
Yeah.
that really does recontextualize this Goddess's Championship match for me in a major way. Like, here's the thing: championships in and of themselves for wrestlers that are passionate about their craft, it's already an emotional thing, right? But then when you come in, again, per your superb observation about Tam's history, her struggles, her interpersonal relationships with the company that kind of fell to the wayside, this may be one of the most important matches in Tam's career just with that particular contact.
Yeah.
It's not just about the titles, but what they represent. And Tam kicked away here. That's really putting a fine point on the imagery, isn't it? Tam wants to help a partner, and she gets kicked away. It's not by fate, it's by Hazuki's boot, which I would say at times probably hits harder. Tam will clutch here. Soon to be a Kuma clutch, I'm sure. Oh, actually, no. Tam kicks her in the back. Hazuki there. Kick to the midsection. Tosses Tam out again. I do like the aggressive pit pull nature defense here by Hazuki.
Tam has actually challenged for the Goddesses titles 6 separate times.
Good lord.
Her first challenge was in February of 2018 with Mayu. Then in August, so like 6 months later, she challenged in a number one. Well, actually, that wasn't even a challenge for the titles. That was a gauntlet match that she and Starlight Kid won.
Wow.
But then she and Kid lost the title attempt, and that was like just a few weeks later. And then in December, she and Kashima challenged Momo and Utami and lost that. Then it was almost a year until she challenged again, and that was with Arisa. And the only time that she's challenged since then was May of last year with Unagi. And that wasn't, again, I should correct myself, that wasn't actually a challenge for the Goddesses title. That was just a number one contendership match that she and Unagi were in that they lost to, oh God, MK Sisters.
And see,
Speaking of
brother,
trauma.
yeah, like it's weird, right? Because we're used to multiple title opportunities for certain wrestlers in Stardom. Like take Starlight Kid, I think it took her 8 tries to win the High Speed Championship, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's gotta hit different, right, when it's the Goddess's title, because that really intensifies the intimacy and the struggle because you're sharing that struggle with another person. And I think that necessarily gives it a different character than if somebody's relentlessly pursuing the Wonder title, the High Speed title, the World title, because you're sharing it with another person.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's been kind of, hard for Tam. Because the thing with Tam and Mayu, if you remember, Tam's the type of person that it's hard for her to open up, but when she opens up, she loves hard. Like Tam is a very emotionally intense person.
Mm-hmm.
And so any relationship of hers, at least in recent memory, I want to emphasize recent memory because I'm not trying to speak like any kind of an expert, has had the emotional intensity like her dynamic with Natsupoi has. And you've got to wonder if that emotional intensity, when channeled in another direction, if it's channeled outward, say towards the Goddesses champs, could be the difference maker that'll make Tam finally nab that hardware. Tam now.
Oh, DBK actually
Pump.
adding some commentary here. Tam was heartbroken when Mayu won the Goddesses titles with Kashima.
Ah, okay.
That does make sense. That does, kind of check, because she had challenged for the Goddesses titles with both Mayu and with Kashima and couldn't get it done. But then Mayu and Kashima get together and they win them.
Yes.
So Tam probably has some kind of inferiority complex stemming from all that.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, man. Waist lock here. Husky escapes.
Which probably also comes back to the reason why she made Cosmic Angels in the first place, because of that inferiority complex where she wants to get out of Mayu's shadow. She's, she wants to prove that she's better than she's been this whole time, kind of thing.
And brother, I don't think it's a coincidence that like one of the first things Tam asks Mina, when Cosmic Angels is starting is, do you trust me and will you follow me kind of thing. Pretty much like gauging the loyalty, right? Because I think that's what Tam wants. She wants a strong sense of loyalty to people around her.
Yes.
And she wants reciprocity for everything that she's putting out there. She wants it to come back to her,
Yep.
and that's boy there. That's
Oh,
probably why. Like, oh, scoop slam there.
interesting. Koguma normally runs on ass. Today she decided to run on tone.
And yeah, first of all, yes, that is a great point. But secondly, just to kind of round out my musings and everything about this whole dynamic, and then the psychological aspects and everything, cover here too. Kick out. I have to wonder if like Natsupoi's gesture of betraying DDM and specifically betraying Julia, who we know the relationship that Julia has with Tam specifically,
Yeah.
that must have been more to Tam than anything. Because don't get me wrong, she loves Mina and Unagi. I don't doubt that, but like she might love Natsupoi more than any of them, to be honest, just because of the gesture she made to Tam. Tam's always so used to doing stuff like that for others, but Natsupoi did that for her. And like that really had to set something off in Tam.
Yeah.
Now they're like, yeah, let's do it. Let's win these goddesses titles. And they could do it. I mean, FWC is a formidable team. We've already talked about Hazuki as like the secret weapon of the group by far. But yeah, they could pull
Not
this
so
off.
secret.
Yeah, the not so secret weapon. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. She hasn't been making it a secret in the 5-star, that's for sure. Undefeated right now.
5-0.
Let
Well,
me tell you
plus,
something.
I mean, she might have even had a match yesterday. I know that about 24 hours ago there was a 5-star show that happened that we haven't gotten around to reacting to yet because it's probably not on Bone World yet. Let me actually look and see. Yeah, no, it's not. So there is a show coming that we plan on reacting to on Tuesday if it's up. We'll see.
Yes.
Look at this. Tam holding the hands. Oh shit! Hazuki ate dirt. She tried to springboard and she must have lost her footing on the top rope and she face planted basically. I think she's okay. She recovered very well, but that was very unfortunate because we know that she's talented enough and athletic enough to pull that shit off.
See, and now what a difference between the future match and this match. They're not going to repeat the spot. They just adjusted and did another double team. I love
Exactly.
that.
Yep.
Koguma here. I'll be thinking
Oh,
about
she
that Kuma
whiffs.
spot. And she does whip, yeah.
What did
Son
you
of a
call it?
can.
Akuma what?
Kuma splash. I don't know. Just
Look
came
at
to me.
Hazuki though. Oh
What a
shit, there's Tam. I do love though that Nansupoi got out of the way of Koguma's splash, but that also put her in range of Hazuki's senton, and that allowed Hazuki to get that move off. But then, of course, like we just saw, Tam got Hazuki with the splash of her own.
Yes.
Oh, FWC reversing. DDTs. Dual DDTs. Very nice.
Nice DDTs by FWC. Double super kicks. Double drop kicks. Nice.
Good night.
Everybody's down, partner.
Yep.
It's anybody's game.
And referee Daichi is making sure that everyone is still conscious, it looks like.
Yeah, Daichi, definitely one of my favorite officials in the wrestling industry right now. I think he's probably the most on the up and up. Enforces at the right time. Really, again, my only nitpick would be that they're a little
He's
too
very
lenient with
easily
it.
distracted.
Yes,
Yeah.
but he does his best. Actually, I take that back. I think Red Shoes, even with my problems in New Japan, is my favorite official because Red Shoes doesn't take any shit as long as he sees it.
Yeah. And he's not as easily distracted as Daichi, I feel like.
No, so yeah, that distinction. I apologize, Red Shoes. That distinction wholly belongs to you. But forearms here by Natsupoi.
Oh, Mark also heading out. Thanks for showing up, Mark. Nice to have seen you. I'm sure we'll
Yeah,
see you again Monday night before you have to go to work.
yeah, very grateful that you spent the last little bit of your time before you wanted to go to sleep with us, Mark. Deeply
Yep,
appreciated. Have a great night. We'll see you Monday.
absolutely.
Tam there and Husky.
Irish whip. Hazuki with a tope, though. Oh, but she took out her own partner, and Poi pulled Koguma into it.
That was genius by Poi.
Yeah, it was. Tam has literally
Tam
pulled
serving.
Poi into the ring. What the hell?
Maybe because they
No, no,
want to
no,
do a
no.
double dive.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, please don't try and get Poi to throw you, because we've already seen Tommy fail at that. Oh god, this is gonna be either really bad or really cool. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. It looked really good, actually.
Nice. Yeah, I saw it. Looked great.
Tam and Poi are really feeling it right now. Knee to the face of Koguma there. And now Tam gonna pull Koguma back into position for a Ferial gift. There it is. Not the most accurate move in the world, but still gets the job done. Two and broken up by Hazuki. How do you prevent Hazuki from ruining this match for you if you're a member of Tampoi?
I mean, it's immensely difficult, partner. Just real quick before I continue responding to what you said, if you
Double
could just do a
Germans
quick
there.
play for like a second or two, because yeah, I just saw the double Germans. I don't think you're that ahead of me, but I feel like you're ahead of me just by some calls that you've made earlier in the match. But yeah, I mean, talk about it. It's
Okay,
indomitable.
tell me when Poi connects with. Oh, never mind. Oh, Kuma roll. Tell me when the ref counts to two.
Okay, one, two, broken up.
All right, we're good. We're even. Anyway, yeah.
Excellent.
Um, resume what you were saying before I started
Yes,
talking.
Hazuki is indomitable, man. Like she's so hard to put down. She's so hard to stop, whether offensively or defensively. Like these guys' belts mean so much to her. Double super kicks
Oh
there by
my
Tam.
god. Devastating face.
Oh,
Nice
without a
breakup
doubt.
again, dude. Breakup again by Hazuki. That's what I mean. If she's in the ring, you can't beat her. If she's not in the ring, you can't stop her from breaking up pins. What the fuck?
Hazuki may be like flying under the radar towards Women's Wrestler of the Year because she's
Right?
like been doing so fucking well.
God. Imagine, like, we saw the match between Hazuki and Mirai. Imagine if they decided to combine forces and become a team. Talk about unstoppable. I mean, FWC already feels unstoppable just for having Hazuki in it, even though Koguma doesn't really contribute all that much. Oh
Oh, and
my
speaking of
god.
not contributing, contribute to their L right here.
One, two. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
10-point win. Holy shit. Turn on her,
Koguma.
Hazuki. Turn on her, Hazuki.
I agree with you. In the words of Kevin Kelly, maybe she should.
I'm so glad you brought it back in the perfect context.
I'm proud of me.
That was perfect. Just so you know, if you didn't already, that was absolutely perfect.
And I gotta tell you, man, what must it mean for Tam that Nodsboy was the one that got the winning pin? That Tam could count on somebody for a change rather than always being counted on.
Yep.
That has to hit so fucking different. Hey, I'll look. I'll bring it full circle like this too. I apologize for Natsupoi because thinking like, who the hell would want to shoulder that? Apparently, Natsupoi has very, very strong shoulders. She might have contributed immensely to the healing psychically of Tam Nakano. That is fucking wild.
My God.
They say people will do anything before they go to therapy, and we just became the goddesses champions. Oh, Husky looks so done. You see her like with that arm over her face and like just biting the lip. Like, god damn it! Of course, Koga made the pin.
Dude, she does so fucking much in every single one of these matches. My only hope now is that Hazuki realizes how much she was carrying this team already, and she teams with someone that she actually likes in Momokogo. That's my team that I want to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Hazuki, if you're gonna carry someone, at least carry someone that you'll get credit for carrying.
Yeah, or just carry yourself all the way to the world title. Like, that's fine too.
I mean, she's already in the process of doing that, bro. She's literally undefeated in the 5 stars. She's 5-0.
And notice how she's 5-0 because she doesn't have to worry about Koguma.
Yeah,
Koguma's doing her own thing. Like,
yeah.
it's like, nah, I got this. You know what, Stardom? At least you're capitalizing on Tam's momentum somewhat. I don't necessarily agree with how you capitalized on it. Not that I mind these two as goddess champs. I just still think Tam should be the world champion. But at least you're doing something with her momentum because Cosmic Angels, and particularly these two, have such a fucking story going on.
Bro, I feel like you just kind of personally have a lot of uncrowned, like, correct champions in your head. And it kind of makes me wonder which one would be, like, the number 1 priority. Because you just said, like,
Number one would be Tam for me, honestly. Number one priority would be Tam. I felt
even,
like Cosmic
wait,
Angels.
even over Utami.
Utami is for personal reasons. She did get a genuinely good run from Stardom. I can't hate. If I'm speaking purely from business and capitalizing on momentum and all that shit, like, I don't know how you don't put the title on Tam the moment Natsupoi turns and you've got like a fortified faction. And especially with colors, and that's what I mean. Like, they got colors before that. And just, yeah, it just seemed like she was riding a huge wave. And I wish we'll have to go back on Stardom World and see this segment just for the promo because it's probably emotional as hell.
Yeah.
Let me at least turn up my volume so I can have body language and shit. Em is like in tears. She's sobbing.
This was literally therapeutic for her. Like, completely
Yeah.
unironically, this was literally therapy for her. My God. I also just want to say, like, this has really all been about Tam. This is by far the biggest deal championship that Poi has won in Stardom.
Yes, and does that mean
Mirai
they've
and
already wanted to
Nami.
get another?
Yep.
I feel like they were just contenders not too long ago, so I don't know how I feel
I
about
mean, to
those.
be fair, you're right, but I feel like don't let me. You know what? Let me pull up my 5 star standings. Let me see here. Sore has beaten Ida, Suzu, Hanan. Okay, so that's that. Nakano. Okay, yeah, I really don't know about this one, honestly.
Well, they're sticking that claim for another shot here.
Yep. Um, huh. Interesting. Oh, well, dude, they went to it. Oh, wait, is that okay? Never mind. Yeah, no, I definitely don't know if I agree with this. I get, you know what, from like a booking standpoint, like not thinking about kayfabe, it makes sense for this to be a really good like first filler defense. But it is weird that Sode and Mirai are getting 3 shots at the Goddesses titles in such a short amount of time. Because they got one, went to a draw, then a month later they got another one and lost it. And actually, it wasn't even a full month later, it was like 3 weeks later they got another shot and they lost. And now they're setting up to have a third attempt at a different team this time. And it feels unearned. I will say that. It does feel unearned.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not alone in that, friend.
I'm I'm wondering if Mirai like pinned someone recently. But no, she hasn't. She's the only people she's pinned have been Mayu, Julia, and Suzu in the 5 star.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Mirai and Sore right now. Good luck, because I see Tampoy taking a deep seat with those titles.
Dude, the funny thing is, Poi even beat Mirai in the 5 star just like not even 2 full weeks ago. Poi beat Mirai in Mirai's first loss of the tournament so far.
Didn't she also beat Sore? Aren't they in the same block as well? I thought I distinctly remembered that happening too.
You know what? I don't know for sure, but I do have my spreadsheet that I can pull up. Yes, she did. She beat both of them. I don't know why why Mirai and Ami are getting a title shot here, but hey,
Yeah, no,
it
I'm
seems
glad
like,
you shared my
like I
skepticism.
said, like from a Booker standpoint, it's a really good, easy, like first match filler feud kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't want to crown a brand new champion and then immediately put their titles at risk against a team that could actually beat them.
Yeah, and again, I fully expect Tampoy to have a lengthy reign of these titles. Like, I'm thinking upwards of 6 months.
Well, that would make a little bit of sense. Could you see them losing them as early as December, or is that way too early to you?
I could see it. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I don't think you're underselling it.
Okay,
I
yeah.
just think
I
because of
only
the
say that
story that,
because Tag League usually runs like October to November, so maybe the tag title defense against the Tag League winners would be in December.
and that's definitely a great point. I think why I just went so hard because when you contextualize this particular title win, it seems like there's going to be a lot of mileage in the reign to
Yes.
further the greater Tampoy relationship story.
Yeah.
Um, I will say too, dude, not to get you excited and not to go off the land here with this conversation, but I do think this frees up Koguma and Hazuki for tag league if they didn't want to team with each other. And I find that prospect very attractive as well
Yes.
because Hazuki wanted a team with Kogo. My dream team is
Dude,
Hazuki and Mayu because they already do the double points to a see the spot. Like, that'd be fucking amazing.
that would be a great team. I would prefer Hazuki and Kogo, but Koguma and Ida needs to happen.
Dude, yes. Just lump them both together, get them on the team that like solves every problem.
Kumagori.
Yes.
That way Mayu can team with Hanan, and that's perfect.
Can I just say, as far as your perception of Stardom and your analysis and your offering to Stardom, huge fan. No notes. No notes.
Oh, thank
Been great.
you. Thank you so much.
Am showing off the hardware there.
Who is that she's showing that to?
I
Is that Natsuko?
assumed Taichi, but yeah, you might be right that it's Natsuko.
I didn't put my glasses on in time to see. God damn it.
Yeah, I think it's Taichi because I feel like that's what
It
he's
is
been wearing all
Taichi.
night.
Yeah, it was Taichi because NonDBK's talking about it in chat. Bro, let's not root for Tam to hook up with someone as toxic as Taichi IRL.
I mean, they already bring out the worst in each other. He was totally complicit in her plan to like bully fucking Mina and Unagi.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we need to not root for them to get together.
Don't think we forgot Tamantha. If I ever somehow get a passport and the funds to go to a Stardom event, it's on site.
What's on site? You gonna throw down?
Well, well, yeah, we'll throw down more like wag my finger in disapproval at Tamantha's behavior.
Tamantha, your parents raised you better.
Oh God, I don't even want to open that box because everything is a story with Tam, and I just imagine some real darkness behind that door that I'm not ready to open.
Oh God.
Did
Tamantha, your
they?
parents raised you better. And she just looks down and she's just like, well, actually, my parents were very strict and they used to smack me over the knuckles with a ruler when I wouldn't do my schoolwork.
And then, in very broken and pathetic Japanese, I would say, "Oh look, I have to be anywhere but here right now."
Oh, Tommy, we love you, Queen.
She's so fucking perfect.
God, I love her. Look at her. She's even so just charismatic. She's got ace energy, man.
Stardom, whenever you're ready to make her, I don't know, champion again, particularly world Stardom champion, just know that I've been waiting and that I'll still say you're late. You could do it tomorrow and I'd still say you were fucking late. So get to it.
Yeah, the fact that they didn't decide to do it like 8 months ago instead of having Shuri beat her, I'll never know.
Stardom, in all honesty, if I may be candid, although my words aren't going to be sweet like candy, your prolonged tardiness as it relates to Utami's greatness is very uncouth and offensive to me.
Oh,
I think we handled that very well.
I just like the word uncouth. Oh.
Oh, you kind of caressed my inner eardrum. Thank you. That was that was divine.
What's that
Yeah.
other word that I always associate with uncouth? Oh,
Um, I'm not sure, friend. I wish I could remember though to give you that good ear feel.
yeah.
Myself that good mouth feel. Oh look, our main event.
Here we fucking go.
A jumbo princess versus a phoenix. A golden phoenix.
Golden Phoenix.
Gotta tell y'all, Jean Grey as the phoenix was fucking wild. She definitely had stuff.
I mean, yeah, that's the whole point, right?
True. I apologize for the redundancy. That was speaking of uncouth, am I right? Folks, I just want to say, since this is our main event, I have had a lovely time with all of you tonight. And if you haven't yet, please leave a like if this has brought a little bit of joy, love, and maybe just some chill vibes to your life when you need it right now. And there is somebody that always brings joy to my heart, Himeka. You know, brother, Sayakami Tani gets a lot of love, but I will say I think I've been seeing an uptick in Himeka fanfare. I think people actually want Himeka to win this match. And I don't say that disparagingly.
Wow. That's very interesting. I feel like there's a really real chance that that's less about, oh, I love Himeka, and more about, God, I'm so sick of Kamitani.
Sorry you're sick of dominance, everyone else.
I mean, they're sick of Mirai, too. It's definitely a thing.
Bro, and I say this respectfully because, again, tonight's just been so wonderful. I would put it in like top three streams that we've done personally for me. I just love the energy. But am I wrong in saying that I feel more than you, because you already know how I feel about the toxic role of social media and everything, but just on a deeper, more fundamental level, I feel such a disconnect with wrestling fans right now. It's
Yeah,
like
fuck
they're
them.
hating on stuff that I'm not bothered by. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you went hard, and I wasn't gonna go there, but since you went there, yeah, I'll throw my coins into that. Like, yeah, it just why?
Imagine liking Karrion Cross, but then turning around and being like, oh, Mirai's getting pushed artificially. Ew.
I mean, what else is there to say but facts? Honestly, I think anything else would be a redundancy. As Saya pointing out to the crowd, that's the thing, man. Like, I don't want to ascribe everything to like sexism or racism or just any prejudice, but sometimes I really do fucking wonder. Like, you can be down with these guys that get pushed like monsters or just really well, but like, these women get it who have just as much talent, if not more talent, if we're being honest, especially if we're using more concretely like Cross as an example. And like suddenly it's a problem and it's overbearing and they're whatever. But and then I have to wonder too. I want to cross-reference the people that complain about that, but that might also happen to be Charlotte fans. Because if there is an overlap, do I have several words? None of them flattering.
Charlotte fans are valid, and I won't say anything else because my mom always taught me that if you can't say anything nice, you shouldn't say anything at all.
And I definitely co-sign with, and I want to stress this, all of that statement. It's not the validity of the fandom I'm questioning, but just the behavior to other people that partake in the same booking as your fave you have disdain for. Keep that energy level. I literally mean keep it level. Nice and balanced.
Keep it level. Keep it level. Keep it level. Keep it level.
Yeah, keep. Okay, yeah, that was nice. I'm glad we shared that.
I just watched Fired Up a few nights ago. It's still stuck in my head. I love that movie.
I love that for you. It's good.
It's a great movie.
Definitely. You know, my friend Ryan, you've seen him like submit those joke questions for Q&A. He's been streaming a lot more on Twitch. I don't know when it's going to
Is this
happen because I
Ryan
told
that
him
we're
I'm
talking
booked.
about?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I don't know when we're gonna do this because I already told him I'm booked to hell with like 12 stuff because it's tournament season and everything. But I know for a fact he wants me to watch Hackers and like come on his Twitch stream and we just like talk about Hackers. And I told him like, yeah, I'd be down for that if I had the free time. And there was the bell. And I only bring
Right.
that up because you said movie, and that's what he always says about Hackers.
What does he always say about hackers?
Oh, it's like this running joke from us since childhood. They'll be like, Hackers, great movie, and just you saying Fired Up, great movie. It's like, yeah, that kind of triggered a memory there. So.
Oh, I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see.
But back to the succulent meat on this bone, the Wonder of Stardom Championship. Kamitani, dominant champion, looking to break Momo's record, was psychically prepared and emotionally prepared to face Kairi tonight. Kairi, unfortunately, having a different opponent at the moment with COVID. Fuck COVID. And so Himeka has stepped up. Huge opportunity for Himeka tonight, partner.
Yes, indeed.
And now you see she's really controlling the Greco-Roman here, flexing her very distinct and considerable power advantage. Would you agree with me, partner, that Kamitani has the technique advantage? Or
Yeah.
technical
Yeah,
advantage?
I would say.
Okay.
Because that's the thing. Normally she doesn't, because that is one of her weaker attributes. But Himeka, I would say it's even a bigger weakness to her. Because like she's always been big and powerful, but technique has always been one of her biggest like downsides. And like I think Kamitani does have her beat in that category, even if it's not by a significant margin. I think it's both. I think it's a weakness for both of them. But I do think that Kamitani would have the edge there.
Would you say the biggest asset on the side of the champion is the athleticism?
By far.
Now, here's where I feel like the gap isn't that considerable or the differential that meaningful. I would say Himeka is deceptively quick, so I would say speed isn't really something that Kamitani should lean too much into.
No, speed is never the best trait that Kamitani has. The two big things, or the three big things, I should say, and I literally just brought this up on a recent stream. Kamitani has three traits that are like top three in stardom in all three traits, and that's explosiveness, it's agility, and it's flexibility.
Agree, and yeah, agree. I'd say the only person that has her beat on flexibility, I immediately think Mayu. You know, we sometimes even joke that she's made of rubber. So,
Yep,
yeah,
Maya,
but
and
that's
the only other name I would even put in that category is Tam,
yes.
because
But I
we've
mean, think
seen
about
her
that.
pre-match stretches.
I mean, we're doing it in a very specific context, mind you, but we just put Kamitani in a class with Tam and Mayu. That is exceptional freaking company.
She is exceptionally flexible.
That is very true. I was going to say exceptionally true, but it didn't quite fit. So I'll just say it's very true. Very true.
It would have
Himeka now.
worked.
Ah, missed opportunities. A memoir. Himeka picking Kamitani up.
Written by Vince McMahon.
Ooh, ooh. Not untrue.
God, he's a piece of shit. I'm not gonna
He
miss
really
him.
is.
Not even a little.
Unlike Batista earlier, so I guess I can complete this circle so that it's not just semi-perfect. I hope Vince is having a really shitty time right now. I hope he wakes up every day with the lamentations of his choices bearing down on his chest like a fucking ton of weight.
Bro, at his age, you might as well just be wishing for his death.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that like he's old, so you might as well just wish for him to die. I mean he's old, so you're wishing for his lamentations to do whatever the fuck you just said. Might as well just be him, lead to his early death earlier than otherwise.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
he's old, and those would cause heart issues, I would imagine, at that age.
Oh, definitely. Himeka, knowing the fight that she's in, but using her power to great effect right now. I turn Kamitani over, but Kenji is the question. Oh, slingshot, no,
Scoop
double stuff.
over the knee backbreaker there by Himeka.
Oh, I am clearly ahead of you. Let me signpost you here.
Okay. Kamitani just thrown out of the ring, back into the ring. Himeka follows very quickly. Himeka's more agile than I gave her credit for. I'm impressed.
Actually, wait a minute. No, you're ahead of me. Okay, I was mistaken. I thought
Wow. Drop kick there by Kamitani to knock Himeka off the apron, off the ropes, slides into what attempt was a baseball slide, and then turns it into a head scissors takedown on the outside. Very nice.
Okay, so I just saw the dropkick because you hit me with a lot there. Not as much as Kamitani hit Himeka, though. And there's the head
Oh,
scissors.
rude.
Kamitani maintaining control in this Wonder defense.
All right. Tell me when Kamitani rolls Himeka back into the ring.
I will, sir. I will be diligent in this.
Wonderful.
Brought to you by your face. And Himeka back in the ring.
I love this nickname for Kamitani, Sayabusa.
Yes.
That's really all I would say as well. Just exactly yes.
Derivative of Hayabusa, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. I love the rightness happening right now.
Yes.
2. Pick it. Kamitani's starting to feel it, man. She's starting to get in that second gear, I feel like.
Hayabusa, who literally innovated the Phoenix Splash.
Oh my god. Too perfect.
I think we're going to see a Phoenix today, too. Because I don't think that even if she would hit the Firebird Splash, I don't think that's enough to put Himeka away. Not in a Wonder of Stardom Championship match.
I'm a bit skeptical, friend. I'm not too sure. I can see why you'd say that, but I'm on the fence. Forearms here by the champion.
Interesting. You're on the fence in the sense that you do think it would be enough.
Yes.
I see.
Knee there to the midsection. I would enjoy being proven wrong, however, just to make that crystal clear.
Nice.
Caught the boot.
Being proven wrong
Check
is
the lariat.
tight.
I would agree in certain contexts.
In this context.
Yes.
God, I love when you get ridiculous. It's so amazing.
It's very nourishing. Fourth. Now you think Himeka would be able to keep up with the champion in strikes, but Saya's really leaning into him, I think. This could be a war of attrition, though, friend. Oh my god, another big shot there.
Damn! Look at Kamitani go. You love to see it.
I think I don't want to be that guy, but I do have to wonder if at any point in this match she's imagined Kairi in Himeka's place, given that that was her original opponent. When she's forearming Himeka, she sees Kairi, because she knows that Kairi is the one she really has to prove herself to. She isn't getting the chance tonight that she was waiting for. big debate between Kairi and Kamitani. Kairi saying, there's pretty much no crying in baseball was Kairi's energy. And Kamitani was not apologizing for being an emotional champion. And I can't believe I'm saying this. I really didn't think I'd ever say this, especially on a 12-hour recording for posterity. Kairi was wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being emotional as a champion. Kamitani is very proud, very passionate. And I thought if anybody would be able to appreciate that, it would be Kairi. Kairi, who has said pro wrestling is awesome. Kairi, who has cried herself after winning championships and thinking about pro wrestling and where she's been and where she's going. I thought she'd see kinship with Kamitani, not adversarialness. Or just, I should say more correctly, an adversary. And forth here these strikes.
I think that we both agree at this point that Kylie is currently playing a heel character in Stardom.
Oh, 1,000%. I know you and I have discussed that before, and both women go down. But then put yourself in Himeka's shoes for a moment. You're cutting in on all this, not of your own volition, but because of circumstances out of everyone's control.
Yeah.
That's kind of the horrifying thing about a pandemic. And you're thinking, like, this is my chance. I know how good I am. I've had those moments, those brief flickers, where I really assert the full range of my potential and my dominance. I will never forget as long as I live. Her power by 3 times and about to pin her before TLD happened. If that Himeka has shown up here tonight, and so far you can make the case that maybe she has, Kamitani's in trouble. I'm not saying she's losing the title. We've seen her get out of many tough situations. We've seen her feet to the fire before. But she is in trouble. And that needs to be acknowledged because Himeka has flipped the switch tonight when it really matters.
Oh.
There's the duck. Back
suplex.
suplex. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Keeping it simple. Good stuff. Turns her over.
Thought she was going for a
single
pin,
leg
goes
crab.
back to the half crab. That's a great single leg crab. And now she's got both arms on it. Or no, she had the one. Now again, she's really arching back into it.
Oh, wow. She went way back into it there. She almost sat on Kamitani on her upper back.
Yes.
Really cranking that single leg, though. Again, though, I think this is one place where Kamitani's flexibility comes into play because I'm sure this hurts. But look at how much more Himeka is needing to bend Kamitani's leg to get any kind of real torque on this submission. And finally, Kamitani gets to the ropes. But, like, again, I say, even though I'm sure that hurt, I don't think that was devastating.
No.
Like it could have been if Kamitani was human.
Yes. Kamitani has shown her will to win is considerable. She wants to build a legacy. She wants to be the legacy of Stardom, or at least a very huge part of it.
Himeka has in the torture lock, or torture rack, I should say. Oh, and nice lariat. Very well done.
I just saw the lariat, partner, just to give you an idea. You're just slightly ahead of me there.
I was ahead of you still.
Sliding lariat there.
Maybe it's
admittedly,
like
I think I had a hiccup. Yeah, like I think I did have a hiccup that I just didn't call. I apologize for that. But yeah, Kamitani no on her stomach.
Himeka might be thinking JP Coaster, and she gets it.
And yes, she did.
Tell me when Kamitani kicks out.
I will. 2, kick out.
Okay, we should be back to synced until we're not again.
I'll tell you what, if you're Kamitani, you weren't picturing yourself defending against practically a sentient brick wall today, but that's exactly what you got.
Pretty much. God
damn. I'll tell you, in these moments, Himeka's power can be so overwhelming. And now she's thinking about it, dude. She's thinking about that running corner power bomb.
Lariat.
She got the lariat. I'm waiting for the day that somebody just counters the lariat straight up, even though they're like back facing it. I know it can be done. Just seeing the crazy freak. Oh wait, what?
Electric chair?
Is she thinking like a one-winged angel, or she was trying to reach her arm up? No, she's gonna pull back.
What?
Is she thinking about the?
She was thinking about a
Wasn't that like
fucking
this?
ocean cyclone suplex. What?
Yeah. Damn. Honestly, somebody of Himeka's power and size and everything with that move, I believe it. It definitely would be believable. But she didn't hit it. Now, Northern Lights there.
Wow. And then
Float
she
up. Look at
floats
the
over.
what?
Oh, she went for another one, but Himeka escapes. Going for a backslide here. Kamitani gets her, lifts her up. Kami, what the hell was that? It would look like a Kami Goye, but she kicked her instead of kneeing her.
Kami Bude. And now.
Oh my god, it just sounds like you're talking about a booty now.
I know. It works on multiple levels.
I can't
Kamitani here.
believe. I can't believe Himeka was going for the Japanese Ocean Cyclone suplex. Holy shit.
I'm as shocked as you are. And Kamitani might be thinking Firebird Splash right here.
Yeah. She's
I don't think she gets it, though.
She doesn't. She rolls through, though. That's impressive. Wow, reverse roundhouse kick right to the face. That knocked Himeka loopy.
Yeah, Himeka's out.
Star Crusher here, maybe? Yeah.
It definitely seems to be what she's thinking about.
Oh, Himeka lands on her feet, though. Rip cord. That's a fucking Rainmaker. She hit a goddamn Rainmaker. Holy shit.
Damn, these girls are eating right now. Oh, what a boot.
Wow. Honestly, if they're just not going to sell it, don't do the Rainmaker. Because that move is so fucking protected in New Japan, and they're your partners. Like, show a little respect, please.
Yeah, that's a fair point, honestly. If I was Okada and I got wind of this, oh boy.
Yeah, you'd be on the phone with Rossi Boom right there.
Yeah.
One,
Star
two.
Crusher.
Nope.
Damn right you kick out Himeka.
I'm honestly surprised and a little bit even disappointed that Kamitani went for the pin after the Star Crusher. You know that doesn't beat anyone above a rookie, and you went for the pin anyway.
Say that Firebird Splash again. Yeah, I've enjoyed it more when she does it against higher card wrestlers as a setup move because I think it's so perfect.
Yeah.
Her positioning is so great.
Oh, she got the Firebird Splash.
Firebird
Is that
Splash.
going to be enough, though? I don't think it is. No, I didn't think so.
And you were right.
So.
And you were right. To your credit, partner, you've been saying from the beginning, you did not think, and me, I thought it was. So honestly, again, though, I'm happy to be wrong because for me, that was my more cynical read about Himeka's power level within Stardom. Now she's thinking Phoenix. But you know what, though? Because it's back-facing, I wouldn't be surprised if Himeka has just a little bit of gas left in the tank and she stirs.
Yeah, dude, you can even see. She might be thinking about a powerbomb. She's probably going to go for a powerbomb, or maybe she goes back to that Japanese Ocean Cyclone suplex. I don't know. Or she goes up to the middle rope.
No, she's climbing up with her.
What
I
the
think we're
hell?
making very interesting choices today.
Are we going to get a fucking, no. I was thinking, maybe Kamitani would try a Spanish fly spot, but no, she's going for a sunset flip. Holy shit. She's going to try and powerbomb Himeka?
Big is too strong here, Kamitani.
Yeah. Drop kick. Was that to the ass or to the one of the legs?
I thought it was to one of the legs from my positioning. What is Kamitani thinking about here?
We're reaching the point that I don't know if I want to know what's going on in her mind. She's so creative. Oh, Frankensteiner looks like. Oh, this is a bad mistake. Oh my god!
Oh!
Can we get a replay of that, please?
Partner, I gotta tell you, I feel like I have set a record personally on stream for keeping Zen for the longest time. That powerbomb broke my Zen right there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
I would say justifiably so in this case. Like, that looked nasty.
Looked horrible. Yeah, that looked incredibly painful.
Like, dude, Stardom might be like once a year, always has to have a spot like that where I'm like, oh, that person's promising career's just over. What
Boot!
a
Oh
knee!
my God, Himeka. She's
Was
firing
it a
up.
boot or what? I was picking Kamitani up here.
What is she thinking though? Power bomb.
Last
She
ride,
hit the last
powerbomb.
ride. Yeah, probably. Oh my God. Pin 2. Kick out. Good job, Saya.
We kick out though. If Himeka's smart, she'll get right on her right away.
We'll see. We'll see.
Too many people in big title matches get way too in their feelings. You gotta capitalize.
I mean, shit, what did we just see with Hazuki? She did the senton, she did like her Hazuki driver, and immediately went for the brainbuster and got a win. I don't remember who that was against recently, but it was a dominant win. It might have been Mirai. They're
Dude, she got it.
Wait,
She got it.
Himeka's gonna win. No, wow.
No,
The
I disagree
power
with
level
that.
of Saya Kamitani. Holy shit.
See, I only disagree with that from a booking standpoint. I have no qualms with Kamitani retaining, obviously, but like, I hate when people retain at the expense of another person's finish like that, especially one that I feel
Well,
like
no,
is
but dude, you
usually
got to
well taken away
realize
from.
the reason that she could kick out of that is because it's very clear now that Himeka is going to start using the Japanese Ocean Cyclone Suplex as her new finisher.
That is fair.
The running power bomb has been replaced. She's upgraded. Oh fuck!
Oh my god,
Springboard,
she's on the
springboard. Oh!
Oh,
Knocked out of the air. Jesus Christ! This is Himeka on her bullshit, man. Oh, here comes a big lariat. She got it. Turned her inside out. Wow.
this match again. I reiterate, this match is fucking eating right now. God
Yes.
damn. Oh, she's thinking about it again, but this time just from the ground.
Well, yeah, not many. Oh, fucking poison piranha
Oh.
into the pin. 2. That's just it. Wow.
You know what? Didn't like that the powerbomb was kicked out of, but your counterpoint definitely was proven there towards the end. And you know what? I like that Himeka looked like such a monster in defeat that Saya immediately tried second her up after a poison rana, and she just caught her. That was a great fight. That was one of Kamitani's best defenses, in my opinion. I will stake that claim right now.
I do agree. Wow.
I feel like the Frankensteiner powerbomb was kind of botched. I'm sorry, friend. I feel like we were both talking at the same time. What were you just saying a few seconds ago?
All I said was I have goosebumps.
I do too. Like again, I feel like the Frankensteiner powerbomb was kind of botched to the point where I'm actually gonna put that in my 12-year into words because like that was like my like scary fucking botch of the year kind of thing. But like man, holy fuck!
Wow. Wow. What a great match that was. You know who I want to come out here and challenge Kamitani for that white belt now?
Who's that?
Suzu Suzuki.
That'd be fucking amazing. Because we don't even know when Kairi's gonna get her shot now, so might as well.
I will say, Kamitani did lose to Starlight Kid in the 5-star.
That's true. See, now that would be a rematch I'd be okay with narratively because they framed it well. Like, yeah. Himeka fans, let us be proud of our fucking queen because she showed out tonight. God damn. Stardom, I understand why you're not doing it now because you very clearly have priority now, which should be in Kamitani respectively.
Oh,
but you
the
seriously,
respect.
I
Wait,
know.
This is so cool. Come to Queen's Quest, Himeka. We love you.
The double bow, I was not expecting that. Actually, that hit me hard. That was beautiful.
It was. And there she goes, our jumbo princess.
Bro, it's a shame that this match wasn't part of a larger program because I think it legitimately. In fact, I might not put caveats on that. I might put in an honorable mention for like match of the year. I fucking love that. That was Himeka at her finest.
Definitely.
That was beautiful.
Wow. There's such a long list of women that I want to challenge Kamitani for the white belt. I'm not ready for her to drop it, man.
I know. She's really an extraordinary talent. There is no doubt about it.
We know that Kylie wants a shot, and they had an amazing press conference, and hopefully that match happens soon enough. But I am very curious if anyone else shows up here to challenge.
Bro, you know that I'm a fucking legitimate die-hard Kyrie fan. Like I would die for that woman. But like I'll even say to her, you really better bring your A game when you're healthy and you're ready to have that match because Himeka, who had to step up like, that day, it's like, oh, it's not gonna work out. Well, she had a few days to prepare, but like, short notice.
Yeah.
And they did that match. I honestly don't know, bro, if I'm being truthful, like if Kyrie and Kamitani could have had that good of a match. I think it would have been amazing from a storytelling perspective, but like the end ring, I don't think it would have slapped as hard as that match did. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
I don't know.
That match was really fucking good, dude. Like
Is
I'm
it
in awe.
possible that you're actually underrating your own fave in the ring? That's a little weird.
I think it might be. I mean, it's definitely possible. They contrasted so beautifully with each other. Himeka's
They
power
have
and
really good chemistry for sure. Yeah.
the complete antithesis of Hanan and
Oh,
Amasaki, if I can
yeah.
speak.
Oh,
Telling you, Himeka's got to win one of those titles eventually because that's the caliber of performer she is. And congrats to Kamitani, who continues to have a hell of a fucking run.
yeah. What a great
But
fucking
guys,
match that was, and what a great note for us to go out on.
I was just about to say Kamitani's heading to the back, and with that, we are heading out. This has been our Stardom X Stardom Live reactions because we have been saying, since the full card got announced, we're not doing the World of Stardom title matchup, which is Shuri versus Nanae Takahashi. Plus, it is after 6 in the morning, and I will be very grateful to get to bed. So I want to thank everybody for coming out here. Again, for me personally, this is like a top 3 even TwitWow stream. Love the vibes all fucking night. I don't think we had to use the Banhammer one time. Very grateful. The likes, the viewership at certain points, it was great. And I think our energy with each other and just our commentary, even with my internet issues, was really, really good.
Yeah.
So grateful to all of you. Please like the video as you file out, subscribe, click the bell icon so you don't miss any of that Twitter goodness. Check out everything we're involved in as Marks. Follow us on Twitter and Twitch because we are the best wrestling podcast in all the IWC. And yeah, we will see you on Tuesday, hopefully for Stardom content. For Discord users, and it's only $3 a month. You can check out our Patreon for all of our price breakdowns for everything that we offer. We'll see you guys Monday at 8 for hopefully just another chill out sesh, kind of catch up with each other, talk current events and wrestling and all that jazz. And yeah, hopefully Tuesday would be a Stardom show. I'm guessing, Ashton, that would be at 5. I don't have the schedule in front of me,
Probably,
so
yeah, probably.
I'm going to assume
Four
so.
or five.
And
Four or
so,
five.
yeah, 4 or 5. So be sure to join us then, guys. We deeply appreciate it. Have a great night or good morning, and yeah, peace out.